You're listening to A Visit from Profoundish by Alex Duquette and Weston Hasty. 'Twas the day before Christmas, all through Weston's house. There was holiday spirit at last to espouse. When knockings revealed that Alex was now there, there was baking to do, and treats they would share. Oh, who could that be? Come in.
Hello, Weston.
Alex, why, if it isn't my dearest friend.
It's so great to see you. It smells so great in here.
I should hope so. I have cookies in the oven, and
Ooh.
and I am a bit of an expert in the cookie making. I stole all of them from Subway.
Oh, well, you can't. I mean, you can't beat those.
They're
Those
all
are
stolen.
so good. Well, so you're stoling already,
Yep.
like, are the cookies already made and you're putting them back in the oven? Is that what you're doing?
Well, no, I stole the dough. I gotta bake them. So kick those shoes off. Let's
I
come on
didn't know.
inside. I'll show you the oven.
Okay.
You've never seen one of those before.
Not like this. This oven's incredible.
Yep, she's a beaut.
Stainless steel.
She's only 73 years old.
Oh, I didn't know they made stainless steel ovens for 70 years. Wow.
And it's
really
coal
nice.
powered too.
Goodness gracious. Well, you know, that gets me thinking,
Yeah.
Weston. Are those and currently what's in there? Sugar cookies?
We had to really search the ether for sugar cookies, but I've got some sugar, I got some chocolate chip, I got some peanut butter, I got some double chocolate, I got some white chip macadamia nut.
The white chip.
This is
Honestly,
slowly turning into an advertisement.
yeah, it's what it sounded like. For the record, though, the white macadamia nut cookies are in my opinion, the best at Subway. I love those freaking things.
That's
They're
an
so good.
underrated cookie.
Man, not when I get it. Man, it's perfectly rated when I get it. Perfectly rated. Well, I just want to talk to you about, like, while we're maybe letting these cookies kind of cook and warm up and get ready to be eaten soon, maybe we should talk about some of our favorite, it's Christmas, right? Or it's Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, yeah, it's almost Christmas.
Maybe we should talk about some of our favorite, like, Christmas sweets.
Yeah, take a seat down on one of my fancy recliners.
Ooh, oh my God, this is nice. This is a Lazy Boy?
Yeah, I keep them here in the kitchen.
Oh man, it's great. You got a big kitchen. You got
I
three
do.
Lazy Boys in this kitchen.
Honestly, my whole house is kitchen.
I just realized you don't have a living room. Yeah.
Yeah, it just walks right into kitchen, and then you got the Lazy Boys. People warned me that it wasn't a good idea to have carpet for the kitchen, but here we are.
Well, the nice thing is that I see you have your TV installed right above the oven, so you can just pull that down on a hinge and sit in your Lazy Boy and watch TV while you're baking your cookies.
Yeah, here, I'll get the Hallmark Channel playing some random Christmas movie. It'll be perfect.
Yeah, get that going. This is so nice. This is so nice. Do you by chance do you have a glass of can I get a glass of eggnog? Do you have any of that in the house, or?
Just for you. I don't usually touch the stuff myself, but here, let me go into the refrigerator. Here we go. I've got a eggnog for you. I've got a glass of wine for me.
This is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. You're
and
such a great
fireplace.
host.
I'll pull out the fireplace. I have a pull-out fireplace. I'll just pull that out.
Wow. Yeah. How does that work?
You see the fireplace right there? You pull it out.
Mm-hmm. This is deceivingly like simple. It's incredible. You have a wonderful home.
I want someone to draw it.
Could somebody draw this home, please?
I want someone to imagine what I have described thus far and draw it. I want to see a picture of my house. I could see it with my own eyes, of course.
I don't know what if we've discussed this on the podcast or not in the past, but I absolutely loved your old bathroom at your old apartment, and I know that apparently was a talking piece for a lot of people that went there, but it was a really cool bathroom. It
really was. That was the point of interest. Everyone that saw the appointment loved that it was like really long and a big bathroom, which is kind of funny because I feel like it's not like big, it's long. Like it's not very deep, if that makes sense. You don't
Right.
walk too far into it. I mean, it was a good sized bathroom though for what it was, and it had a separate, like, you had, like, kind of like the sink room, and then there was a separating
Yeah, you
door
had
which I
rooms.
never closed. But that was where the toilet and the shower was, and that was actually a point of interest. Everyone enjoyed the bathroom.
Yeah, it was it was really cool. I was only there a couple times when you lived there, but yeah, it was definitely a treat. But we digress.
We do.
Tell me about some of your favorite Christmas sweets during this time of the year.
God, like, if just about any of them.
Any of them? Like is there anything that mom makes every year?
Usually, like, God, I'm gonna feel so silly if I'm misremembering this, but I feel like I remember, like, cookies. I remember chocolate covered pretzels, and I remember, I'm just gonna throw in, like, my grandma when she lived nearby, like her homemade chocolate chip banana muffins. It's not really
Well, that
super
sounds good.
Christmassy, but that's just a dessert she made a lot, and I always loved that. And of course, turtles and Buckeyes.
Oh, the Buckeyes. Yes.
Buckeyes are so good.
The Buckeyes. We were drooling over Buckeyes. We were talking about sweets off the show, like, and we were both drooling just into our microphones. Buckeyes are so great. I make them with my stepdad every year. It's a tradition we've held up for a long time, and we still do it now. So it's so much fun. I should have brought some over, Wes, and I didn't bring any Buckeyes over. I'm sorry.
How could you? That was the toll. You needed to bring Buckeyes. We talked at one point in time, long ago, that I would do heinous things for a slice of pecan pie. Buckeyes, very similar. Very similar situation here. I could eat a lot of Buckeyes.
Do you like to freeze them?
No, actually, I don't like to freeze my chocolates. Are you a chocolate freezer?
Okay. I am, well, you know what? Sometimes. It's like a 50-50. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't. I usually, like, if I get a bunch of Buckeyes, for example, like in particular those things, I'll put like half in the freezer and then I'll keep half out to not be.
Are you just worried about them, like, not keeping for as long, or?
No, I like them frozen. Like, I like putting it in the freezer and then give it, a few minutes after it's out, and then you can bite into it and it's cold. Oh, I do it with Reese's too. It's just a weird thing I do, I guess.
I was actually going to bring that up. I hear a lot of people talk about they keep their Reese's in the freezer, and that's just bizarre to me. I feel like it takes away some of the flavor. It's
maybe,
too
but
cold.
I don't know. There's something I love about it. I just like eating things that are cold, though.
I do keep this stuff in the refrigerator just to keep it good so it doesn't melt, but not the freezer.
Right. Not cold enough, man. Not cold enough. But yes, the Buckeyes are good. You mentioned the chocolate covered pretzels. Do you like the white chocolate or like the brown chocolate?
I like to
dark chocolate?
have them both and mix them so that you kind of get like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Because I pretty much like all chocolates. I'm a bigger fan of milk chocolates myself, but like I love it.
Yeah. I know one thing that my mom makes every Christmas. She still does when we visit. It's I don't know if these are necessarily Christmassy, but they're peanut butter cookies with the Hershey's Kiss in the middle.
Yes, those are
really good.
Very common and popular around the Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them with peanut butter. I've also seen them as just like sugar cookies, I think. Sugar cookies with the Hershey's Kiss in them. Either way, I'm actually weirdly not the biggest fan of those ones, but they're still good. They're a cookie. I'm not like dissing them. I'm not the biggest fan of those over a lot of the other like Christmas stuff. Like I would rather eat like a whole bag of those like chocolate covered pretzels than a few of those like cookies,
Well, it's interesting because like it's a Buckeye laid out differently. I mean, like there's a few different things in it, but it's basically still this chocolate and peanut butter, but it just doesn't do it for you. The ratio is different.
There's something about Buckeyes where, the ratio is different. Also, like, you can actually make Buckeyes with other stuff in them besides just the chocolate and peanut butter. I forget what we usually have in them. We make them with nuts sometimes as well.
I don't know if that's a sin or not.
It's delicious. I love nutty chocolate, though. I love nuts in my chocolate.
I love chocolate in my nuts. Let's be friends.
Hold up a second. I'm suddenly suspicious.
Well, take a look. I'm in your kitchen right now. Take a look. I've got chocolate on my nuts right now. Welcome to Profoundish, everybody.
Don't you flash me, Alex. We're in the kitchen.
in my house on Christmas Eve of all nights.
At least put on a hairnet. Oh, my God. So anyway, I haven't had enough wine for this.
God, I might need you to pour me some wine. I might need to spike up this eggnog or something.
Hear it. Yeah, let's put some. What would you? I'm not a big eggnog drinker. What do you spike eggnog with? I don't remember.
You know what's
Is it
funny?
just like whiskey or something?
I'm assuming it's whiskey. I'm actually an eggnog purist. I don't like alcohol in it. But I think it is whiskey. Because I think it's whiskey. Yeah, because that's got kind of like a warmness to it that kind of fits with an eggnog thing. I don't think you would do like a clear. I don't think you'd put like vodka in your eggnog. I don't think that's right.
I wouldn't think so. That feels
Maybe you
wrong.
would, though. I don't know.
Maybe.
It feels wrong, exactly. Like whiskey's a very wintry sort of drink for me. Like if I drink whiskey straight, it's usually in the winter months, because it's got this kick to it, this warmth to it, so that kind of fits with eggnog. But
have you ever had?
Yeah.
I know this is like a Christmas drink, but I don't know anyone that's ever had it, and I haven't. Have you ever had mulled wine?
Mulled wine?
Yeah, mulled, like mulled, mulled wine. It's just spiced wine, often served warm for the holidays. Like hot.
You know what's funny? I haven't had that, but I'm intrigued by it. I would definitely try it.
I've read like about mulled wine in like books or seen them on TV shows. It's like a holiday drink, and I've never had it myself. And I feel like that's something I should change this season. I should try mulled wine.
Maybe we should try it together.
Or even I saw like apparently this has just never crossed my attention before. I was just like researching like drinks for like the holidays because I was thinking about this myself. Everyone knows eggnog. Eggnog is like the quintessential Christmas drink, or at least in my opinion. That's what I think of. But I was like, well, what else is there? What else is a Christmas drink? And there's the mulled wine, and there's apparently like butter rum is a thing.
I'm familiar with butter rum. I haven't drank it, but I do know about buttered rum.
I like rum, so I'm like, why have I not
You're a
done
rum
this?
guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you do mention Christmas drinks, though. I mean, I don't know if it's considered Christmas, but like, what would you consider hot cocoa? I mean, that's a winter drink for sure.
Oh, wow! I didn't even think of hot cocoa. You know what's weird too?
Hot
I didn't even when I was like googling Christmas drinks, hot cocoa didn't even come up because Google just apparently knew I was an alcoholic, and all it showed me was just alcoholic beverages.
That is funny.
I didn't even think of hot cocoa.
That reminds me of, I'm trying to think what this is. Have you ever had a poor man's mocha?
What's in a poor man's mocha?
So we've made this a few times. I'm trying to see what's in it because it's been a while. This is a hot chocolate, coffee creamer. Some people do alcohol in it too. There's milk in it. It's basically just like a fancier, cocoa, but with coffee creamer in it, and then sometimes alcohol too.
But it doesn't actually
really
have
good.
Coffee in it?
No.
Or it does. Oh, okay.
According to, I completely lied to you, dude. I completely lied to you. Yes, it's been a while since I've had it. My parents drank it a lot more than I did, but there is 1 cup of coffee. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's basically like hot cocoa with coffee creamer. And then I know that my dad, who enjoys his drinks, I know he'll put alcohol in it. I don't know what kind he'll put in it, but that sounds actually kind of good right now too. Do they have a lot of like coffee alcohol flavored things? Is that a thing? Like I know they got beers, like coffee beer tasting things.
Yeah, there's a few. I run into them every now and again on my travels. I actually, speaking of rum, there was a coffee like flavored rum that I saw at one of the local liquor stores here. I don't live very far from, and I was just shopping for rums and I saw that and I almost bought it. Except wasn't feeling the idea of coffee rum. But yeah, no, you see, there's a lot of different coffee sort of influenced alcohol like beverages.
Yeah, because I think about well, shoot, I just lost my train of thought. It was going to be about coffee, and I just completely lost it. I took a drink of my eggnog, and I was just taken away.
Forget this coffee talk. I need more eggnog.
I need more eggnog. I can't remember. Whatever. Coffee drinks, they're a thing. But
They
yeah,
are.
the coffee. I did just have a coffee, like a coffee stout, which kind of makes sense. It lends itself to it. Like, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't really like it, though. Like, I'd rather just drink coffee.
That's the thing. A
you
lot
know?
of coffee
Or have a stout.
Yeah, right. A lot of coffee alcoholic drinks try to kind of mask their, like, they try to sell you on the coffee aspect of it, but then they themselves are not actually a very good drink. If that makes sense, they're like, "Oh, it's coffee, so buy me." And it's like, it's not very good. Coffee stouts, I'm very leery of.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a mutual friend. We'd get together a lot for these like game nights and stuff, and he'd always bring drinks over like that. So I got a lot of experience drinking that stuff with him, and I've learned that I'm just not. I like stouts, but yeah, I just give me a stout. I don't want these weird mixes. We live in an era where there's a lot of like every combination of flavors and like drinks or bags of chips. Like, we live in a crazy timeline with that stuff. I mean, anything has been tried, or at least a lot of things have been tried at this point. You know what I mean?
Well, and a lot of it's for like novelty. So some of this stuff, especially when we're talking about like being around the holidays, a lot of this stuff comes out and it's something that isn't meant to be enjoyed like in great volume. It's supposed to be, oh, this is a really strange thing. Try it for the novelty, for the, just this once, kind of aspects of it. And I think that's kind of cool, actually.
Just like the old like the cigarette or like meth ads. Remember those for like teenagers? It's like just this once. That's what I thought of when you said that.
That was not even once.
I knew. Oh my god, that was so stupid. Just this once. Well, no,
those meth commercials we used to watch. They told us just to try it once.
Okay, hold on. Let me clarify because I realize how that makes me sound. Hold on. No. They weren't. What I thought it was like it was a kid being peer pressured, and he's telling himself just this once, and then he keeps doing it. So let me clarify. I don't think it was promoting it to people to try it just once.
That's what I thought you were just mixing it up, like instead of not even once, just this once. And I was like, I think you got it a little backwards, actually. Man, the DARE program did not work for you, man. God,
it did not. It did not work for me. Goodness gracious, Weston. Are these cookies about ready? I mean, I'm getting hungry.
I like mine a little overdone. How do you like yours?
It's funny. I like them a little underdone.
Oh well, shoot. Then they're past that. Let's get them out of the oven.
Okay, they're done. Smoke alarms going off.
And I'll tell you what, while we let them cool, since we were talking about baked goods and treats, why don't we rank a few? What do you say to that?
I love a good ranking. Listen, I wouldn't want to come over if we didn't rank something.
Let's do some ranking, shall we?
Let's do it.
Alrighty, Alex, it's time to rank some treats.
Rank some treats.
It's time to
great.
Rank some treats. I got the cookies out of the oven. They're sitting on that cooling rack. I have a whole cooling rack.
And I just noticed on your kitchen island, you got all the treats we're talking about today lined up right here on the counter.
I do. Some of them look familiar. Actually, I kind of imagine they all look familiar. they're pretty. I think they're pretty fairly common items here laid out before you. One of these I have never had before in my life, and I'm curious to know if you have. So what I've got here, and we're gonna rank these on a tier list type system, except I've modified it a little bit. I figure it's Christmas. None of this is gonna be awful. Well, actually, except for the one that I don't know. I don't know if that's bad or not. But I figured at the top of our list, we're gonna have like a Santa tier, right? With top of the top, the best tier. It's above S tier. We got Santa tier, S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier. Because these are all treats and they're all amazing to somebody.
Yeah, I like that.
So that's what
I like
I
that.
figured is what we're doing here. And laid out before us, I've got candy canes, Buckeyes. That's right. You didn't have to bring yours. I brought my own. My chocolate-covered pretzels, eggnog, as you're drinking, gingerbread men, Hershey's Kiss cookies, like we discussed, the peanut butter kind, a loaf of fruit cake, some Christmas sugar cookies with the frosting. I got some in the shape of trees, some snowmen here. I got some chocolate turtles, and, because I had to include it, some pecan pie.
You're making up for it since we didn't do it over Thanksgiving.
I am making up for it. And pecan-related treats actually is a common thing around the holidays. Not necessarily pie. You can put pecans in lots of different treats. But we did get pecan pie in our last holiday tier list, so
That's all right.
I thought I'd include it this time.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I had my pies in there. You deserve to have yours too.
You're darn right. I gotta get my pie in.
Get your pie in. That sounds like another '90s slogan for kids, for whatever that might mean.
Yeah, what would get your pie in? What would that mean?
That sounds like just promoting eating pie, which would not. It was the *90s, so yeah.
It's like the
kids were eating all kinds of bad food then.
It's the got milk of pie.
Get your pie in.
You gotta get your daily pie. Well,
That's right.
I'll tell you what. Candy canes. Where do we list candy canes on the tier list of of Christmas treats?
Let me ask here: are we going traditional red and white candy canes
Of course.
specifically? Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. I know there are other kinds. Like you can get them in like spearmint, I think is like the green and white. But I'm thinking like the classic candy cane.
Well, then I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I actually like the other flavored candy canes better than the original. So I don't know. I don't have a strong opinion. I like them, but if they were laid out like I see them laid out on this counter right now in front of me, I'm not going to go for them. I'm probably not going to eat them unless it was already unwrapped and put on my plate for me. So I would probably do middle of the road tier, so maybe C's the lowest, right?
C's the lowest. Because nothing's
you have a D?
bad.
Okay.
No, C's the lowest. C as in
C, sorry.
C as in candy cane.
C as in candy cane. Perfect. I would probably put it in I would say B. It's definitely not bad. What do you think?
And well, I'm feeling kind of similar to you a little bit. I actually don't know if you said you prefer the other flavors over the original. I don't know if I prefer the others. I think they're all about the same to me. That kind of mintiness one way or the other is what I associate candy canes with. And I'm not the biggest fan of mint, but around Christmas, the candy cane, like you said, you wouldn't even probably put it on your plate. You got to grab at least one. You got to have at least one candy cane in your plate. I mean, if it were me, I'd have one of everything. But
Sure. Well, yeah, and like I said, if it's like, I would, if it was, I would eat it and I would enjoy it. I guess you haven't had the, they have like green ones and blue ones and like blueberry flavor. Those are the ones I'm thinking of actually.
Actually,
so
you're
there's
right.
a whole world of candy canes out there.
Actually, you're right. I think I have had a blue one before that was some kind of fruity flavor. They do make a whole bunch of different ones, don't they? Okay.
So in context with those, that's what puts it as the normal one as an average one to me, because I do love the other ones better. But it's definitely not offensive to me. I really I do like candy canes, like the normal ones. So especially, plus I do want to count in that, and when you think of sweets during Christmas time, a candy cane's gonna be there every time.
Oh,
so,
every time.
So, I
It's
wouldn't mind, B, A territory for me, B or A.
It's kind of like the better in Halloween it's candy corn, right? Like it's
Right,
everywhere.
exactly.
And then in Christmas it's candy canes. They're everywhere. You can get them everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You're
It's
saying
true.
B
Yeah.
or A. If we move it to A, we can say that kind of includes some of the other flavors as well. The world of candy canes.
If you're bringing the world of candy canes in here, then yeah, we're sitting at A, I think.
We'll say the world of candy canes which
Perfect.
includes many of the flavors. And we'll put it at the A territory. That's actually higher than I was expecting it would go, but I'm proud of candy canes. Well done, candy cane.
Yeah, well done. Well done. Did you see that picture? It was a picture. It's supposed to say, like, somebody wrote it in graffiti, or maybe it was just in markers or something. But it was supposed to say "Christ has risen," which is, but then it actually said they forgot the T, so it said "Chris has risen." And somebody like on Twitter was like, "Way to go, Chris!"
Well done, Chris. You got out of bed. That's tricky sometimes, you know.
Chris has risen.
Next
right, what's
up,
next?
Next up on our list, we've got Buckeyes. Now, I think
Santa, just do it.
Yeah.
just place it.
I think this is fairly clear. We talked about this. We touched on this a little bit. There's a few different recipes and ways to make these. They're poppable. They're round like balls. You can pop them, and they're just so good.
Yeah, you can pop them. You can lock them. You
Pop,
can just
lock,
slam
and
through 'em.
Buckeye them.
Like, you're not doing it right unless you've had way too many Buckeyes and you just got a knot in your stomach of peanut butter and chocolate. Like, that's the only way to consume Buckeyes.
Friggin' love Buckeyes. Well, since we
so good.
breezed through that and put it at the Santa level, I mean, the Santa level is basically made for Buckeyes. Next up are the chocolate-covered pretzels. We talked about these a little bit. You can get them in traditional milk chocolate. You can get them in white chocolate. I'm sure you can get them in dark chocolate.
I love the sweet and salty combo.
Yes.
Big fan. I'm partial to the white chocolate, but I do really like both. I'm sitting around, maybe if you have a stronger opinion, feel free to interject here. I'd say A to S area for me.
I'm leaning towards the S territory. Like, I love them, but I don't think I want to put them in Santa territory with Buckeyes, but I like them a lot. I put them like an S territory.
Okay.
I love the sweet, the salty pretzels.
It's good. I'm okay with S. This is not a problem with me. Let's throw it in there.
All right. Well, throw it into S. I love it. Now, this one's a little controversial for me for the next one because it's eggnog. This one we have a little disagreement on.
Just a little
eggnog for me goes to the bottom tier. It's like C territory. But I know
eggnog for me goes to Santa.
Goes to Santa. That's what I was going to say. Where are you at on it? You go to Santa? Wow.
Oh, I've been buying eggnog since November 1st, since like right when it is put out. I love eggnog. I go through way too much of it. So I think what's fair is we should meet in the middle. That's usually what we've done in the past for our tier list, right? We kind of meet in the middle.
If we meet directly in the middle, that goes to the A territory?
A is on its own is still a very good rank.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was just it. These are all treats. They're all like highly ranked, no matter what, pretty much.
I'm okay with A, as long as you're okay kind of bumping that up that high.
I'll bump it up that high for you. I knew that this was going to be controversial. I knew it was going to be like, Alex loves eggnog. I do not. Yeah, I won't fight this one.
We're surprisingly kind of in sync overall with our sweets so far. I mean, which is, contrary to our last one.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm going to put eggnog above candy canes just for you. I'll just put it at the top of A. But that brings us to another one, the gingerbread man. Or just gingerbread cookies in general. It doesn't have to be a man. It could be a little house or just gingerbread itself. Have you had gingerbread?
I have had gingerbread.
What do you think of gingerbread?
Well, actually, wait a second. Hold on. I want to make sure that we're talking about the same thing. So, because are you talking about just like a gingerbread cookie?
Yeah, like a cookie.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know if there was like gingerbread. I was getting confused for a moment.
Like a loaf of gingerbread.
Right.
There probably is, but that's not what I have in mind for a treat.
Okay. So yeah, gingerbread. Yeah, I've had it a few times. It's never was a staple in my house, but when I went to other Christmas gatherings, that was usually a staple in other places I would go. It seemed they're very, from my experience, it's crunchy.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have to be made that way. I think they are crunchy usually. I don't like the crunch too much. I'm a big mouthfeel texture guy. and I'm just not a big fan of the crunch. I know you said you like your cookies a little overdone, so I'm assuming you do like the crunch.
Yeah, I actually do.
Yeah, so I don't know. The flavor's fine, but it doesn't do anything great for me. I don't have a strong opinion.
Then I'm thinking maybe B territory. Is that okay?
I'm okay with B.
I think we could go with
Yeah, I
B.
wouldn't put it at C. I like the flavor when I eat it, so it's not like it's bad. The mouth feels not my favorite.
Because I'd probably lean on the A side, maybe if it were just me on the crunch itself, but maybe it's more on the B level, especially when compared to other types of cookies, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'm
And
with
with
you on
that,
this is good.
Speaking of other cookies, we've got, of course, the Hershey's Kiss cookies, which you mentioned before with peanut butter. Peanut butter cookies, put a Hershey's Kiss in it, bake it up. There you go.
Right. I know there's a little bit of a divide on this one, too. I don't think your opinion is as super negative on it, but I know you said it's not your favorite.
Right.
I've been going first. Do you have like a idea for where you want to put this one?
This one, for me, I'd probably also put in the B territory, where it's kind of on par with maybe the Gingerbread Man, where it's not a super succulent cookie, but it's still a good cookie.
Yeah. I will meet you at B if you put it at the top of B.
I can do that.
If you're willing to do that, because I would eat that over gingerbread, personally.
I will do just that. I'm completely okay with that.
That sounds good. So what you guys don't see at home is that Weston has a giant wall that he painted like a tier a tier list thing with all the colors and everything, and he's painstakingly painting each one onto the wall as we go. Are you going to be able to clean this off later, or is this permanent?
This is permanent.
Oh boy. Okay.
This is my kitchen now. And I know it doesn't look good. I know I'm not much of an artist, but I've been practicing, okay?
Listen, I'm not judging. I'm just enjoying my recliner, just sitting back and watching you paint the wall.
I can literally smell the disappointment, the judgment.
No, that's just my eggnog farts.
Oh, your eggnog farts smell like disappointment.
I have very judgmental flatulence. I've been told.
Have you been told what fruitcake tastes like? Ever have a fruitcake before?
I think this is the one you haven't had.
I've literally never had fruitcake. Have you ever had fruitcake?
You know what's funny? The answer is probably no, but I'm going to look it up because I will know it from how it looks.
This is one of those classic, like, everyone talks about, like, the horrible fruitcake that everyone brings on Christmas. I've seen it in cartoons, in movies, and I've heard about this. I've read about this. I think it's a joke in The Sims.
That sounds right.
I don't think I've ever seen a fruitcake in the flesh. Like,
To
no
me,
one in my family has
fruitcake-
ever brought fruitcake.
I don't think I've ever actually even seen one until now. Fruitcake, to me, seems, from the looks of it, looks like it was once very popular many years ago. This looks like a 50-year-old, 60-year-old dish that was much more common then. It looks that way to me. So I actually haven't had it either, and it does not look appealing. So
C territory it is.
I think we're good there. However, there are pecans in it. Some of them.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That's great for the fruitcake, but I don't know what it's like for the as a whole.
Yeah,
worst case scenario, I could pluck the pecans out and just crunch on them.
Yeah, little crunch a dunch.
Crunch.
All right, sorry, I haven't had them either.
We've got Christmas sugar cookies. You know the kind. Iced up looking like trees and snowmen and Santa Clauses and baubles.
What a bob? What's a
A
bauble?
bauble. You know, little baubles.
Oh, the classic bauble.
You know, a
Everyone's
bauble.
favorite Christmas tradition.
You know, baubles can include like Christmas
Bobbling.
ornaments. Baubles are like little just trinkets. A bauble is a synonym for trinket. So if sometimes in Christmas you'll see ornaments and like just little things like that called baubles.
Okay, I like trinkets. I'm just kidding. Well, sugar cookies are I mean, they're a staple. They're great. They're great all year round, and they're a little extra special when they're themed to Christmas, right? So it is funny though, because out of the other cookies, like I would rather eat. I don't know. I'm going to go back on what I said. I was about to say something that I don't think was true. I think I started to speak out of line with myself. I would probably say A to S, because I do really love sugar cookies, but they get kind of boring. You know what I mean? Like it's just a sugar cookie,
right?
So maybe more A territory.
They're like so popular, and I see them all the time around Christmas, which is why I had to include them here. But like really, the only thing that's going for them to make them special is like the icing and the shapes and stuff.
The theme, yeah.
Because otherwise, a sugar cookie without all of that is kind of a, like you said, they're pretty plain, pretty one-note cookie. But I think you're right. Maybe for the sake of the Christmas, we can shove it in the A territory. Do you want to put it like after the candy canes or before the candy canes?
Do you have a strong opinion on that?
I kind of almost want to put it after, so that would actually be the bottom of the A category, just because that's closer to the other cookies we've done so far.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. That sounds good to me. Yeah, it's like, I mean, honestly, it probably may not, the more I think about it, it's the theming that I really like. I may even, if it weren't for the theming, it might be like high B. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it weren't Christmas time,
Like, literally, the Christmas spirit itself actually is the reason these cookies are better.
Oh, I love Christmas.
And now this next one, I think we're going to agree. Chocolate turtles. You know the kind. Oh. Which,
to the top.
By the way, anyone out there that has no idea what we're talking about, we're not talking about literal turtles, like the animal turtles.
Yep. Yeah, these aren't real turtles. I probably wouldn't put that in Santa tier. I've never eaten turtle.
I haven't either, although like turtle like soup is a thing, I think, but I've never had it.
We should get back to each other on that and see, and maybe get some turtle sometime.
But of course, turtles have pecans in them, and caramel and chocolate, and they're so goddamn good. And I would absolutely put this in the Santa category.
Yeah, I'm okay with this too. They're wonderful.
Now, do you think they're better than Buckeyes or worse? I think they're better. I think I lean more towards turtles than Buckeyes, but they're really close. Don't get me wrong.
I'm Buckeyes in front. Yeah, I like Buckeyes more. I can't budge on that one.
I'll put the turtles under Buckeyes.
I was thinking, if you want, I don't know if it's that important to you, but if you want, we can always kind of flip a coin really quick and see.
I mean, we could flip a coin. Do you have a coin?
Yes, I do. All right. Which is which? Heads is Buckeyes.
Heads is Buckeyes.
Okay. It's flipping.
It's flipping.
Heads.
All right, Buckeyes it is. And then finally, just because I had to, the whole pecan pie. I love pecan pie. I just put this here just so I could say that it needs to be in Santa category.
Well, you know what? I'm in the giving mood. It's Christmas time. I like it enough, but throw it up there. Throw it up there. Go ahead.
I'm putting pecan pie in the Santa category. This is what I wanted for Christmas. This is what I wanted for Christmas.
You should see him painting his wall right now. He's painting the pie so bigger than the rest.
It, in fact, is encompassing the rest.
Yeah, it's like melting into the other categories. Oh goodness.
Okay, and just because I feel like my bias affected it a little bit, I put it at the back of the Santa category, just because I know that I just kind of put it in here because I'm kind of just forcing it upon you. But that's our list.
Could you read through it really quick?
Of course. So, coming in at the Santa category, we have Buckeyes, turtles, and pecan pie. At the S category, we have the chocolate-covered pretzels. In the A category, we have eggnog, candy canes, and sugar cookies. In the B category, Hershey's Kiss cookies and gingerbread men. And in the C category, fruitcake.
That's pretty solid. Like, if I were to do this alone, it wouldn't be that much different.
I say mine, a couple of things here and there, but other than that, not too bad.
Yeah, overall, we were kind of in sync there. I'm proud of us.
Now, I think we should go ahead and our cookies should be nice and cool by now. I think we should grab some cookies, eat them up, and I think it might just be time for some Christmas activities. What do you say to some caroling?
Really? Caroling?
Caroling out in the snow.
Yes! Oh, yes!
Okay.
I love Christmas.
All right, let's go. Put on your coat. And so the two friends, with their tum-tums now filled, set out into the snow, spirits bright and hearts thrilled. Laced up boots and puffy coats are their apparel, for now it is time to spread cheer and sing a carol.
You know, Weston, you brought up caroling. I cannot wait to go caroling in just a little bit. But I kind of want to know, do you have some favorite like Christmas carols? And have you ever caroled or been approached by carolers?
Actually,
a lot of questions.
Yeah, where do I start? Well, actually, I already forget what the first one was. But have I ever done any caroling? Oh, I think you asked me for favorite carols. I don't know if I have any favorite carols in particular. I'm one of those people where like I'm just a fan of Christmas music, just all of it. Just go for it. But I don't think I've ever been approached by carolers like at my house or whatever, where they like knock on your door and then they just stand there and sing at you, which I think is a really strange ritual.
I'm glad we're saying that now because it is weird. It seems weird.
It does seem weird to just go up to a stranger's door, knock or ring the doorbell and say, "Hi, stranger, I'm gonna sing some songs for you. I hope you want that."
Yeah, because because the person that resides in the home, like, you're a one man or one woman audience. It's just you, and I don't know. They're looking right at you. It's strange, and I'm saying this as someone who has caroled before. We can go to that in a little bit.
Oh,
but yeah, just as the viewer, as the enjoyer. And what if you don't like it? Like, it'd be really rude to say no, thank you. You know, like, no, please leave. Get off my porch.
Like, I suppose maybe
It's free entertainment.
Yeah, it's like free entertainment. I guess like as opposed to be a one-person audience, you could bring like a family. Like if you knock on the door and
Your
it's
family,
like a dad and a mom and some kids or whatever, some combination of family members, then it would be a little bit better, maybe. But I guess it's a really intimate performance in that way.
I think what would make more sense, like as long as this were a neighborhood that were flexible, just not really stubborn. I think it'd make more sense if like there was a big group of carolers maybe out like on like the street, you know, during a not busy time on the street, and they're kind of singing for people in their homes to listen to if they'd like. And it's more directed at those few homes in the area. Because if there's a big enough group of people, those voices can carry farther than you may think. So that would be, in my opinion, a better way to go about it.
I almost don't know what would be weirder if people knocking at your door and singing at a person, or just people coming to a street corner in a neighborhood, like in a cul-de-sac or something, and just singing by themselves out in the middle of like the street.
It's like a flash mob, but with singing sort of thing.
With no guarantee that there's anyone watching or listening.
Okay, that part, yeah, if you explain it that way, that does sound weird.
Yeah.
That does sound weird. So I have caroled before. I was part of the swing choir in our mutual high school, and we would, or I don't know why I called it swing choir. We called it chamber choir.
I was about to say, we went to the same school. I have never heard swing choir in my life. I was about to say, what was that?
It's a similar thing. Like swing choir is the same kind of thing. It's just in other schools it's called that, but we call it chamber choir.
Yeah.
But anyway, basically, for those of you who may not know what that is, it's essentially it's kind of like it's advanced choir, but it's not because your skills are more advanced. It's more the music. It's a little bit more of a challenge musically a lot of the time, and because of that, there was only a handful of us that did it. Usually it was like 12 to 14, and our choir was closer to like 60 or 70 maybe, so it was much smaller. But with that comes a lot of freedom. There's a smaller group of us. We can kind of pick and choose the songs we want to sing, and they're usually a lot more fun. We do a lot of pop music too. It's little bit different than just like traditional choir music. However, during Christmas, we do traditional Christmas carols, and we'd go around to different places in our hometown and sing. And how we did it, it wasn't just like a knock on the door and, hey, can we sing? We sent out like a flyer or some sort of, I don't know what it would be, like, let us know by this date. It's almost like an RSVP. Like, let us know by this date if you'd like us to come over and sing for a while. We mainly went to businesses. So, like, we'd go to, like, a hospital, or we'd go to, which that makes more sense to me compared to both the other two options. Because, like, okay, you're at a hospital. That's a very demanding, stressful job, depending on what you do. And, like, it might be nice to have just, sign off on some carolers coming by during the holidays, especially during the holidays, because you're working during the holidays, So, yeah, we do that. It was a lot of fun, but I actually do have a quick story to share.
Oh, do tell a story.
So, I think this is my senior year. We went to the nursing home in town, or one of the nursing homes, and there's always funny things you see at nursing homes. I've actually, believe it or not, played quite a few times at nursing homes. Piano recitals, Christmas caroling. At this particular place, it happened a lot.
That actually makes sense.
And
though.
if you've ever been inside of one, it does, absolutely. If anyone's going to appreciate that sort of entertainment, it really is them. And and those folks are always so sweet. But with that, my mom used to work in a nursing home too. You hear these stories of some of these silly old folks, right? And there's all kinds of stories I could tell maybe another time, maybe on our old folks episode, our nursing home episode, but whenever that may be. But there was this one particular time we were singing. I don't remember what song it was, but we had it lined up with kind of boys in the middle, girls on the sides. And there's, like I said, just 12 or 14 of us. And we're facing the folks who wanted to listen in the old folks' home. And there's this one sweet old lady dead center, right in front of the guy. She was up the closest, and she had this big grin on her face. And at first we thought it was kind of cute. Like, maybe she's look at these, cute young men singing, and she really looked like she was having a really nice time, but she was really staring at the boys a lot. Me and a couple other, there was just like 4 or 5 guys. And things started to get weirder very quickly because we noticed her hand beginning to move.
What?
And her hand, I'm not making this up, her hand began to move into her pants.
No.
And she was very old, but she was smiling and just really looking right at us.
Oh my God. I mean, oh my God.
It's a real story. It's a real story. Yeah, I don't know what to say. But I just wanted to share that. Merry Christmas, everybody.
I guess like you're talking about, like, you're in a nursing home. Their minds might not all be there.
Right. Honestly, we played it up in our heads. She very well just could have put her hands in her pants and she just wanted to do that just to physically have her hands in her pants. So there's
maybe her hands were very cold and she needed to warm them up, and she couldn't find her pockets. She doesn't have pockets. She got sweatpants on. You know what I mean?
Right. And, that area is one of the warmest areas, or maybe, is it the warmest area of your body? So, just throw your hand in
I'm
there.
not going to measure. I'm going to take my temperature real quick in several locations and see what happens.
He's just placing his finger, like, in his pits, in his crotch, in his butt. Let's see where it's warmest.
Pretty much anywhere you have, like, a crevice and or joint. I don't know how to, like, like you said, your pits, backs of your knees, maybe? I don't know.
Head, shoulders, crevices and joints.
That's a good carol right there. We could sing that to all the people. Head, shoulders, crevices, and joints.
Well, that really, right, for the old folks again, too. It makes sense. But
they can start clapping and singing along.
They're all like, barely moving along. But yeah, remind me when we do talk about nursing homes in detail. I got some great stories to share from my mom's
You make it sound like we have a planned nursing home episode coming up.
I guess someone's gonna have to do it now. We'll see.
Remind me when we talk about the old folks.
Remind, and I don't even know I'm asking you to remind me because, I mean, we know your memory.
Yeah, you're asking the person who will absolutely forget to
Yeah,
remind
that's true.
you.
Well, because don't forget, I want to bring it up now because it may not fit when we sing our carols, but we do have our song, Jingle my, jingle my, jingle my bell.
Jingle my bell.
We never finished writing that, though.
We never finished writing that.
But I did
sorry
want to call
to disappoint
back to it.
everybody. We could try to, if we feel like it, we could try to improv. We could spend a while trying to improv line by line. We can parody that song right now. We can look up Jingle Bells or whatever.
Well, maybe we can. Do we have a few extra minutes? We can do it.
Live on air, we could do it. All I was gonna say was that I don't have a lot of caroling experience, and I'm a bit of a heathen now. I haven't been a part of a church choir in a long time, but especially as a kid and when I was younger, I was a part of the church choir, and
Were
you? It wasn't like jingle bells and stuff, but Christmassy Christian music,
Like hymn, like carols.
yeah, like
stuff.
hymns. That kind of thing. That was a thing when we had a Christmas like play that we'd put on at my little church that I went to, and yeah, so that was more my side of singing around the holidays. Wasn't actually caroling; it was like church stuff.
Okay. Well, the thing is too, there is there's a crossover because a lot of the carols are hymns. So. Yeah, I mean,
I just didn't do the whole like caroling thing.
The caroling part, yeah, that's true. In fact, our just a little hint. I'm not going to say what we're doing in a few moments here, but a couple of those are in that vein. So I'm excited to do that. But I do have the lyrics up to Jingle Bell Rock. If you want to go through at least maybe like a stanza or two.
Yeah, is that what it was? Was Jingle Bell Rock?
It's based off of Jingle Bell. Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell Rock.
Okay, perfect. I'll pull up Jingle Bell Rock. I've got Jingle Bell Rock.
So
pulled up.
So we do either great when we improv stuff like this because we've done it before. We got a really good one on camera once on your channel, Matching Man Mo. Check him out. But
I don't remember what
I can't remember what that
episode, so
was.
you guys will be going to be looking for a while. I mean, it'll only be the ones with Alex in it, but still.
There's quite a few with me on there now. So we got Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle My Belt. Or sorry, Jingle My, Jingle My, Jingle My Belt. Jingle Belt Swing. Jingle Bells.
Where do we have the snowing and blowing up bushels of fun? Do we need to replace that line first?
I mean,
stretching and pulling up my pants of fun.
Yeah, I like that. Stretching and pulling the pants up my buns. There it is.
That's the one. That's so good. Now the jingle belt has begun.
Okay, so let's start over. So it's Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell. Or sorry, Jingle My Bell.
No, you had it right. Jingle belt, I think.
Oh, no, it's Jingle My, Jingle My Belt. And then...
Okay.
Here's what we're going to do because there's a delay. Let's go line by line. So you do the first line, I'll do the second, you do the third line, which once again is what is it?
Stretching and pulling.
Stretching and pulling.
Yeah.
The belt up or something on my buns.
The pants up my bun.
Yeah, the pants up my buns. Okay. So you do the first line, I'll do second, and I'll do fourth. Okay.
Jingle my belt.
Jingle belts swing and jingle belts ring.
Struggling and pulling up my pants up my buns.
Now the jingle belt has begun. All right.
Jingle
that was
fun. Jingle my belt. More to come for sure.
Yeah, more to come. I like that though. We kind of did it.
We did. That was one stanza of a few.
Now watch. Let's flash forward a few weeks. We're going to look at the watch retention analytics, and it's just going to dip here, like more so.
Well, maybe not. You know what? Maybe actually.
Wow, you're so positive right now.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's the other option, right? Maybe not.
Yeah,
but maybe maybe the ghost of listeners past will kick in and they'll like dip back when we were doing the tier list, but then suddenly shoot back up when we're singing.
That would be funny. Well, speaking of singing, I think it's time to move on. Speaking of, I think there's a few more carols we want to sing to each other. And we have a little game, a little game planned out here. A little bit of Finish the Lyrics.
Caroling Christmas Edition.
Profoundish is brought to you in part by my music. I'm a singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist. Most of my songs tell stories, some real, some not, but all of them speak to an experience that we all share, the human condition. Search my name, Alex Duquette, on any streaming platform. Thanks for listening.
Profoundish is brought to you in part by HastilyMadeDecision.com. Get your poetry fix from my poetry blog featuring haiku, senryu, freeform stuff, and more. Again, that's HastilyMadeDecision.com for your poetry fix.
Welcome back. Thanks for sticking around during that commercial break. This is Profoundish. Just in case you missed the name at the beginning, that's the name of our show. So I think we both have 3 parts of 3 separate carols. I think you guys know how this kind of works, but just in case if you don't, we'll take turns singing a line or two of whatever carol we're doing, and then we're going to hum the next line that we want the other person to guess the lyrics of. So, for example, if I did, dashing through the snow, I need Weston to tell me what that line is, which is what?
In a one-horse open lane.
Exactly. Actually, incorrect. But you're
O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.
Jingle
was I
bells
wrong?
Today, or jingle bells today.
Was I actually wrong? Did I say it wrong?
Yes, you said one horse. You said one horse open lane. It's open sleigh.
Oh, why did I say lane? I
so
knew that. I think
this
maybe,
is gonna be
maybe
fun.
I was gonna say, what did I say wrong?
I've got a feeling.
Okay.
I'm just making a prediction now. I've got a feeling that that you're not gonna get any of these. Just my prediction.
I have a hunch you might be correct.
Like, I have a feeling you're gonna get close with like at least 1 or 2, and then yeah. So these need to be word for word, very specific.
That's the idea.
So we're kind of going from easiest to most difficult. Would you like to go first, or would you like for me to?
I will say I really struggled to decide what was considered easy and what was considered hard.
Me too.
And I was thinking to myself, a lot of these Christmas songs we've heard 1,000 times, and while I think your prediction is very true that I'm going to be just so off, I really struggled with how off you were going to be.
I guess we'll see.
And I thought to myself, well, maybe Alex is going to know these really well. We'll see. So I've got this.
If I were to predict, I think I'm going to be able to get it. That's what I think, unless it's some weird like 4th verse of a hymn I haven't heard in 20 years or something.
That is exactly what I did. I'm pulling in my church experience, and I'm singing only hymns.
Oh boy. Okay, I guess we'll see.
And I think I don't even remember all the hymns like in our book was like the old book that with the old hymnal. That's what what it's called. The old hymnal that we used was just like hymn 1, hymn 2, hymn all the way up to hymn 374 or whatever. So like
that's hymn 27.
Yes. I want to see like the what were the old CDs with all the tracks on it, like Kids Bop or whatever. Now featuring your favorite hymns, including hymn 27, hymn 33,
exactly.
hymn 14.
Hymn 46, revised. All right.
So,
would you like to go first?
This is one this is something I've got the YouTube videos pulled up so I can remind myself of the beat. So I'm going to listen to a second of this so I can kind of get myself going a little bit here, because I got to be able to like I got to be able to do it. All right. Out of all the reindeers, you are the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph. Rudolph ain't too far behind. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! I know this is like. Oh no!
And I don't know if I hummed that correctly. I probably didn't.
So what? Run! It's just the next line.
Yeah.
It's the next run, run, Rudolph.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Out of all the reindeers, you know you are the mastermind. Run, run, Rudolph. Randolph ain't too far behind. Run, run, Rudolph. Santa's gotta make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph. I can't hum. I'm not musically inclined.
I know there's something like run, run, Rudolph. You know what it's all been for, or something like that.
You're actually really close. That's very close to the next line after.
Does it rhyme with four?
Said Santa to a boy child, what have you been longing for?
I don't know. I can't believe it, but I don't know.
Oh, you gotta guess. You gotta at least guess.
Okay, does it rhyme with four?
No, because that's actually the next stanza. So
Oh,
this
I
actually,
see.
I'll give you a hint. This actually rhymes with down. Kind of. It's a soft rhyme.
Okay. Run, run, Rudolph. Are you tricking me and it's just Santa's got to make it to town again?
No.
Oh, you said it's soft.
But like it is a soft rhyme with town and down as well. It's soft rhyme. It's not an exact rhyme if you know poetry.
Okay. Right. So I'm just going to say, because I really don't know, I'm trying to think of like an educated guess, but I just can't. You're putting me on the spot here. Run, run, Rudolph. Come on, take the friends around. That's what I'm going to say.
Actually, you know what? Okay, I'll give you another hint here.
Oh, no. It's a round, isn't it?
Round is the way it ends. I'll give you another one.
What's the line right before? Just the line before.
Santa, make him hurry. Tell him he can take the freeway down.
And the next one is run, run, Rudolph.
Run, run, Rudolph. It's 8 words.
Oh wait! Oh, it's okay. It's merry-go-round.
Yeah, you're getting it.
Okay, run, run, Rudolph. Running like a merry-go-round. It's running like a merry-go-round.
Very close. Very close. You want me to give it to you?
I'll leave that up to you. You mean give it to me like a win?
Oh no, I mean give it to you like give you the words.
Oh, tell me the words.
I think you've lost. I think you've already lost.
Yes, I've lost. I definitely lost.
Run, run, Rudolph, 'cause I'm reeling like a merry-go-round.
God, reeling! I was so close. Oh, you know what's funny? And this is no judgment here, but yeah, that the melody you sang was not that, so I was really getting confused.
No,
reeling like a merry-go-round. Yeah.
Full disclosure to everyone listening, like I have played an instrument. I can read music. I'm like half tone deaf. I don't on my own. I don't know what I'm doing. If someone else is singing, I can back up. I can blend in.
You back it up.
I was in a choir in church, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, it's funny. I've noticed that Weston can sometimes, in a group of people, sing in thirds. So for those of you who are in the kind of the standard basic music theory know-how, I mean, that's a harmony, right? That's a standard harmony. And it's pretty impressive that he unknowingly sings in thirds. So if you want a harmony, bring Weston into your choir. He'll do it on accident.
Pretty much. I mean, pretty much. It will be an accident.
So, but I remember telling you that, and you thought that was really funny because I discovered that we did a musical together. I'm like, you sound really great. Okay.
Well, I was shocked because I'm like, well, I can't sing, so what are you talking about?
Right. All right, here we go. So here's my first one for you. We were just rocking and rolling. Now we're gonna go to sleep. Silent night, holy night. All is calm, all is bright round yon virgin mother and child.
I'm so glad Discord is completely cutting out your humming. So I get like no hints. Night, holy night.
So I can do like a different noise for humming, so you can hear it better.
Yeah, you can do that. You can try to do that.
I'll do like a la la la. So, round yon virgin mother and child, la 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 la.
I freaking know this line. Oh my god. And I'm blanking so hard right now. Something about resting in silent peace or some nonsense. Okay, I gotta piece this together in my head.
Yep.
I know
this
that's
is the first
it.
one.
Listen. You didn't get the first one either. Listen, Linda.
Yeah, I know. You're right. Like, why am I getting on you about it? I got it wrong too.
All these songs that we've heard 10,000 times, and I can't even figure it out.
I have the added benefit of singing these for so long into adulthood with caroling, though. So, like, yeah, I do have a slight advantage with some of these.
That's what I was thinking when I was trying to make mine. I'm like, Alex will probably know these songs better than I do.
Yeah.
But that being said, I may have been a little
it?
too harsh on mine when we get to it. But okay, round young virgin, mother and child.
Yep.
Something about rest in holy peace.
Well, that's the.
But I feel
I'll
like
give you that hint. That's after the next line. So it's round yon virgin mother and child. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Oh, I'm skipping a line. No, come on, brain.
It sounds like round yon virgin mother and child again, but it's different words. It sounds the same, but the words are different. I'll give you one hint if you'd like.
Okay, I'd love a hint.
Baby. It's actually a pretty big hint if you really think about it.
Baby, something, and mild. It's mild.
I will say baby's not the word, but I'm glad it triggered something in you.
Yeah.
It's another word for baby, basically.
Infant so tender and mild. Infant so tender and mild.
Okay,
yeah.
you're very close. Okay, you're missing a word. Round yon virgin mother and child.
It might be holy infant. Holy infant.
Ding, ding, ding! I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Holy infant, so tender and mild.
By the way, you just harmonized there.
I know this. Did I?
Yeah.
If you say so.
You just sang like at a nice, pretty spot above my melody. It was great. Okay, well, good
Silent
job.
Night would have. Yay! Silent Night is one I would have sang in church. That's why I was like, I know this, and I was like, I was so ashamed. I was like, what the frick is this line? I know it.
All I said was, baby, you pulled from the cobwebs deep in your mind, and you pulled it out. You got it.
I did.
All right. I guess you're next.
All right. Well,
I love this.
Shoot, which one was I going to do next? Because, like I said, I kind of struggled to decide which one of these was harder. Okay, this one was the next one. Okay. This one, because I have just a connection to my man Elvis here. So,
oh boy, I know what this is, but shoot,
this one might have actually been easier than the Run Run Rudolph. So, but we'll see how you can do. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations of red on a green Christmas tree won't be Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It won't be the same, dear, without you here with me.
Say that again. It won't be the same, dear.
It won't be the same, dear, without you here with me.
It's actually very extremely close.
Okay. So is it like one word's off, I guess?
Just a couple of the words there in the second part of that sentence.
It won't be the same,
dear,
if you wait.
If
you left, if you leave me. No, I thought it was without you here with me.
There's no without. That's the tricky part. It's not without.
Okay, so now I just got to go through grammar. How would I say this? It won't be the same, dear. What was I said the next word already. With?
I said if
you it won't be the same, dear.
Extend the you into you.
If you're not here with me.
Nailed it. That's the one.
Yes.
You
right.
Absolutely get a point for that one. I struggled. I should have put this one first. This was definitely easier for you. Won't be the same, dear, if you're not here with me.
Yeah.
And
that's
when
good.
those blue snowflakes start falling.
You don't have to do the whole thing, Weston, okay?
I want to. I'm
just
really
not
playing
feeling
it. If I was playing it right now, I'd be trying to actually sing along with it. When I'm just kind of free balling it here, I don't know how the melody goes. I'm so bad.
You know, it's funny. Our choosings are very different, so this is kind of fun. I like the contrast because I pretty much did more very traditional. Like my next song. Actually, I'm just going to get into it. You ready?
My songs so far have been what I would call traditional, but maybe that's just me.
Well,
yeah.
I have different meanings of traditional for different eras of Christmas music. So I guess I'll put it that way. So like my songs are like Silent Night is much older than both the songs you just sang. That's what I mean by traditional.
That's true.
This one, but those are also traditional in a different way. So this next one, I just realized I got really hard here with the second one, and you'll probably want a little bit. Well, you'll need a little context, trust me. Because it's right in the middle of like the second stanza. Okay, here we go.
That's okay.
Let's go ahead and do the whole first part. Here we go. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol, fa la 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 la. Next verse. See the blazing Yule before us, fa la 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 la.
Okay. Oh no.
And it is a rhyme. You assumed that probably, but it does rhyme. See the blazing Yule before us. Oh, sorry, that's
something a chorus. I think it's got the word chorus at the end.
You are correct. It does have the word chorus at the end.
What are the words? Sing the last line that you gave me one more time.
See the blazing Yule before us, fa la 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 la, da 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 chorus.
I'm thinking, what is this line?
I will give a hint if you'd like.
I'll take a hint.
This line involves a very classical stringed instrument. It's most often associated with what's the stringed instrument associated with?
Fiddle.
It's very pretty.
Violin.
No,
Harp.
it's correct.
Harp. Come on, brain. You know this line though. Come on.
I'll even do this for you. Da da harp da 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 chorus.
It's something like strike up the harp. No, it's something the harp strike up the chorus or something. I think it's strike up the chorus or something similar.
Because
Pull
you're
out
getting
the
close,
harp,
I'm going to help
pull
you
out
out
the
here.
harp.
Where it's the time of the year for giving. It's strike the harp.
It is strike the. I was like, I think the word strike is in there. I just didn't know where.
Yep.
Strike the chorus and no, strike the
harp is
harp
first,
and I just said it wrong because I'm trying to think what the chorus part is. Strike the harp and beat up the chorus.
It's two like single what's it called? I can't think what it's called. I'm
Syllables?
drawing a blank. Yes, they're both single syllable words.
Strike the harp and
Da da
I know.
chorus.
and my brain still wants to say strike up, but no, it's not strike up. We'll strike the harp. And
you've got the harp player, you've got the chorus. No, they need to come together. How would you say that?
and well, if it was coming, and join us the chorus.
Remember, just two one-syllable words. So
Well, yeah,
strike the
join
harp
us.
and
Let's join the chorus.
I'm going to give it to you. Yeah, it's strike the harp and join the chorus.
It is join the chorus? It's just join the chorus? Oh, okay. I thought there was one more syllable in there. Strike the harp and join the chorus. I was trying to insert one more syllable in there. Okay.
I might have described that incorrectly, or might have been confusion there.
That's okay. I think, if I didn't get the whole point, I would probably be like arguing, like, do I get half a point in there because I knew chorus and I knew strike?
Right. There were.
I was like,
you know what? But we'll give you a hint. You gave me some hints. You'll get your point.
I'll take that. It is the time of giving, as you say.
It is the time of giving. That's right. Absolutely. This is so much fun. We should just switch our Profoundish episode just to be this for an hour every week.
Could you imagine?
No, I couldn't. I don't want to.
Just us struggling to remember lyrics for an hour at a time every week. What's that song in that one the lyric? What's the lyric? What's that one lyric in that one
Baby
song?
got what? I can't remember.
Baby got butt.
Baby got butt.
I think that's the one.
That's the
All
one.
right, I got
Baby
one.
butt
I got
got
one
back.
for you.
Okay.
This one is my hard one. And it's hard because I'm actually kind of asking you to remember 2 lines of this song. But
That's not the rules, Weston.
But it's a pretty well-known song. So don't,
Okay.
I mean, if this is unacceptable, then I'll change it. But anyway.
No, it's okay.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Walking home from our house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. She'd been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged her not to go. But she forgot her medication, and she staggered out to the door into the snow. When we found her Christmas morning, at the scene of the attack, she had and
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I've only heard that song a couple times.
Oh,
I
no.
have.
What do you mean?
I really don't know. I mean, I know Grandma got run over by a reindeer, but I really would not have any good guesses.
You don't know the song? No. It's Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
That's the only line I knew. And then coming home from Christmas Eve, that's all I know. I'm so sorry.
This is going to be
Weird.
Okay, well, we
can still guess.
Yeah, we can still forensics this together.
Yeah, we still can. So let me maybe there's some context clues here. What's the last 2 lines before?
When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had. So Grandma got run over by reindeer. So what?
She had
might she
blisters on her fingers and scars on her back.
Okay, so actually hilariously close. Not super close. But the last word of the second line is back.
Okay.
And
and paw prints and hoof prints on her back.
Oh, okay. So hoof prints is in the first line. So let me help you. What you've got so far is she had hoof prints, and back. Or I think did you have her back? I'll give you her back.
I said on her back.
You said on her back? Even better.
Yeah.
So what you've got so far is she had hoof prints, and on her back.
Okay.
So you're actually really close with that guess.
So is it she had hoof prints on her face?
Oh, you're so close. Where else? Very close.
On her head?
What part of her head?
Forehead, cheek.
Ah! That's it.
Yeah, cheek.
She had hoof prints on her forehead.
Okay, she had hoof prints on her forehead.
And then this next part, you're like
on her back.
Probably not gonna guess because this is actually a little obscure if you don't know the song. But we'll see if we can get there. And blank, blank, blank on her back.
Is that one word or 3 syllables?
No, it's 3 words.
3, okay. And dot, dot, dot on her back.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me a hint maybe to what this is? Like, since it's a...
The second word is kind of a play on words in the sense that it's kind of like a word for like an animal's attack parts, but a deer normally wouldn't have these.
So,
but it's a play on words because it's Christmas. Ooh,
a claw.
What would be think Santa?
Gloves.
No.
Claws.
Claws. Like claws. Get it? That's a little bit of a play on words.
Right. So it's blank claws blank on her back.
No. It's blank claws blank on her back. And what do claws leave?
Marks?
On a person? Yes. And blank claws marks on her back. Now,
is this just word, like an adjective?
Think legal, like a lawyer. like think evidence, right?
And well, give me the line again minus that word. Give me the line minus that word. I'm losing.
Yeah, what we have here. At the scene of the attack, she had hoof prints on her forehead and blank claws on her back. Claws marks on her back. I forgot marks.
Think legal.
Think legal.
It's 1 syllable word.
No, it's actually... It's 5 syllables.
Oh, okay. I'm misunderstanding here. Okay, 5 syllables.
Yeah, it's a big word, but think legal. Think like implicated.
Implicated.
Yeah, like someone's got some evidence against them, and it's very this.
Evident. It's very. I mean, that's not. It's very.
This is a hard word anyway. To be fair,
it's like. It's obvious. It's palpable. It's. These aren't 5 syllables though. It's. I don't know.
I'll give it to you because god dang you pieced it together. Incriminating.
Which legal. I get it. Incriminating.
Yep.
Yeah.
When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had hoof prints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back.
The scene of the attack. Yeah. Okay.
I definitely recommend, Alex, as a songwriter, you should definitely listen to the song and read the lyrics. The whole song is about how Grandma got run over by a reindeer, and it was a crime, and she's dead, and Grandpa has to move on from this.
Oh my gosh, I do need to actually really listen to the words. I'm interested now.
That's what the song is. It'd be so
all just
hilarious.
Singing as happy children.
Exactly. I will give you at least half. Yeah, I will give you at least half a point for just piecing that together, having not even known.
Thank you. You did help a lot. I'll take the half point.
I helped a lot, but you actually came up with some of the words really quick for not knowing. So I will give you at least that.
I appreciate that. Okay, so I guess we got the final one here.
Okay.
So once again, I'm kicking it back, even older school.
I'm ready.
Oh, well, let me give you the whole context again, the more I think about it. Because you definitely know the song. Okay. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. In heaven and nature sing, in heaven and nature sing, in heaven and nature sing. Next verse. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. La 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 la.
Oh no! Okay, all right, yeah, no, I definitely know this one. This was another church one. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Oh God.
I'll even give you the next line after, just in case. So.
Okay.
Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. La 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 la. While fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains. Just in case.
Is this the line where it's like something about preparing his room?
No, you're thinking later in the song.
I'm thinking later.
But interesting.
Got the verses switched. I didn't think that was it. I'm like, that can't be it.
This is a tough one.
Oh God. Oh, come on, Christian brain. Bring out the.
Come on, Christian brain. I have a little mini game to play within this game.
Okay.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 words here. You give me the number for any of those words, and I'll give you that word.
Before I do, repeat the line that comes before just one more time for me.
Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. La 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 la.
Okay. The Savior reigns. And there's how many words? 5?
There's 5 words.
God, I have to ask for the last one. It makes the most strategic sense.
It does, and that was probably the smartest move, but also may confuse you. We'll see, because it's an interesting placement. The last word is employ.
Oh no! I know this line. Okay. I know exactly why you're saying that. Oh, I'm not gonna know this. I'm gonna fall flat right here. I don't know this song well enough. At one point in time, I absolutely did. Come on, something. Well,
how about
employ.
This? What is it? Just what are you singing right now? Very basic word. More vague. Okay, that word is also in here. In fact, it's next to employ. Songs employ.
Songs employ.
That's all I'm going to give you.
And I literally only need to come. Yeah, I literally only need to come up with the 3 other words. It shouldn't be that hard. Yep. And
it's a weird line.
I know it is. I feel that in my soul, but I don't remember.
That's your Christian brain.
I know that oh my God. Okay. And it's 3 words. Raise.
They're basic words too. They're not complicated words.
It has to be, but my brain is like racking itself trying to think what songs employ. Like, oh, okay. It's just literally. It's all basic words though. It's not like the word peaceful's not in it. It's not like something weird.
Nope.
Children.
The weird words have already been said. Yep.
Nope. I got nothing. I literally have nothing.
Okay.
Brain empty, thoughts zero. Something like and pleasant songs employ. No, that's not even stupid. That's so stupid.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'll give it to you.
I'm ready. I've lost it. I've dropped the ball.
It's joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let all their songs employ.
Let all their songs employ. Ah, wow. Yeah, that's definitely like one of those church songs that as a kid I just kind of like hummed along to because I never remembered the line. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of words in this one. Yes. Hoy.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like as like a
Yep.
like I don't know, a 7-year-old, I don't know what employ means.
Oh, listen. Yeah, I was a church kid. I know. It was just oh, the world, the Lord has come, and then you get really like confident with the few words you do know.
Yeah, you get suddenly very louder. You don't think no one's noticed.
Relatable. I love it.
That brings back memories and the little I don't remember what the heck the name of the side room was called that we did these song practices in, but the chapel or whatever, I don't remember. But memories being in there with the teacher on the piano and we were all trying to sing this song. Oh, God, that brings memories back.
Yeah, those were. I have those memories too. Those were fun times. Simpler times too.
Much
That was
simpler.
fun.
That was a lot of fun.
That was. We should do that more often. I guess we're going to switch for Profoundish to a caroling podcast.
Caroling in the snow.
I've got a feeling. I really do that. If we'd switch to a caroling podcast, we would be like in probably the top 10 best caroling specific podcasts.
If not the top
Without even
one,
looking.
we might be the only one.
We could be the only one. You're right.
Look, we'll do some research. We'll talk about this.
Yeah, we'll get back to you. Right now, we're still Profoundish. So I think it's time. I it's getting kind of late. I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah. Man, yeah.
And,
it's late. It's dark. The lights are on. I think you won that section, by the way. I think we should head to bed.
I think you're right. Let's head to bed. Would you mind locking the doors before you head upstairs?
Of course. I always lock everything.
Actually, you need to leave the chimney unlocked because maybe a special guest will come in throughout the night.
Oh, don't you? There's no lock on the chimney. Burglars can come through that.
Perfect. That's what I want to think about when I'm sleeping.
It goes
All
right
right,
into
Weston.
the kitchen.
Well, right with the scary, like murderous wall painting, melting
Pecan pie.
pecan pie. Like, who lives in this place?
I'm the pecan monster. I'm
I'm the pecan man.
the pecan
All right.
man. All right.
Hey, listen, it's getting late. We need to get to sleep. We're kooky. You know what I mean? We're at that late night kooky stage. We got to go to bed, man. It's tomorrow's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
I think you're gonna love the gift that I got you.
Oh, I think you're going to question our friendship after mine.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it's not that
Good night, Weston.
serious. You're okay. Good night. Good night, Alex. After much delight, Christmas Eve comes to a close. Tucked into bed, Alex and Weston took their repose, only for the promise of Christmas presents to rouse the two friends to guess at their contents.
good morning, Weston.
What?
Weston, wake up. Wake up.
Jesus, is that you?
No, it's better. It's me.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Weston, listen. First,
I thought I
you're a loud
died.
snorer. You're a loud snorer.
Oh, I don't snore. I sleep talk. It must have been the sleep version of me snoring.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Weston, it's. Oh God, your breath. You got morning breath. Bad. Listen.
Yeah, it's because I don't brush my teeth.
You did warn me before we went to bed.
I did warn you that the oral care it's just not there.
Yeah. Well, listen. Maybe I got you a toothbrush for Christmas. We'll find out. Let's go downstairs. It's Christmas.
I hope you did. All right, well, give me some
Let's
of the
go.
covers.
Come on.
I don't have my
Come on.
rope. Okay. Okay.
Oh, sorry. Listen. Just I don't care. Put on your robe, whatever.
Don't-
I'll see you down there. Okay.
All right, don't fall and die.
falls and dies.
Falls and dies. At my parents' house now, where we lived there before I moved out and lived in my own house, down the stairs from my room was immediately a window. So if you just ran down the stairs and fell and tumbled, you're just out the window.
Oh God.
It's
That's
pretty
horrifying.
great. We joked about that a lot.
We had this like a staircase that had like two turns. So you'd go up, you'd pivot, and then you'd pivot again, I think. And our cat, Daisy, rest in peace, best cat in the world.
The man cat.
Daisy the man cat. That's right. Daisy would when he was a little thing, he would like dart up the stairs as fast as he could, and at the top of the stairs there was a door that could close, but we always kept that open. But one day he darted up the stairs and somebody had the door closed. So he just ran full force, turning up these stairs, thunk, hits the door straight on. He was never the same after that. For the animal lovers out there, he was okay, I promise.
Well, yeah, he's a cat. Of course he was fine. But like
Yeah.
I love
Just the confidence.
I'm going to sound like a horrible person. I freaking love like the cat compilations on like YouTube or whatever, where cats fail jumps, where they go to like leap, but they just don't go anywhere. They go like 1 inch forward and just flat fall wherever they're going. Well, I just love it.
I think the context surrounding the videos are even funnier because you see the cats thinking and plotting and planning. I'm going to make this. Like, they don't just do it. They think about it. Or at least they stare for a long time, and then they just never make it. And
then just nothing. I freaking love it.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. Well, it's time to open some presents, Alex.
Yeah, it's time to open some presents. Before we do that, though, I do have a question for you.
Yeah?
Do you have, like from your childhood, do you have, like, a favorite Christmas morning, like maybe a particular Christmas morning where you wanted this gift so bad and it came true, like Santa came through? Like particular year?
Can I tell you a story where I wanted something so bad but I didn't get it?
Oh, yes, tell me. Even better.
There's not much of a story to this, but I remember it to this day because I was so convinced. So, to preface this a little bit, we've talked a little bit how about when I was a kid, I had something of a speech impediment. I struggled to say certain sounds, like the R's and stuff like that. I was a big fan of Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, that car racing game for the PlayStation 1. And I remember asking Santa, I think this was in Saybrook, that tiny little town not too far away from where we lived or whatever. I think they used to have a bank there. For some reason, I vividly remember, I think that was the Santa Claus I went to for this.
Saybrook Santa?
Yeah, Saybrook Santa. And I sat down and he asked me what I wanted. And I don't remember the whole extent of what I might have said or all of it, but I know for sure I said, I want a car game. Like Need for Speed, a car game. And I, for the life of me, don't remember what I got. But that Christmas, I got a card game. I don't remember what it was. I don't remember if that might have been the year we got like Uno Attack or something. I don't remember exactly what I got.
Oh.
and I was so convinced, like, Mom, Dad, Santa misheard me.
Oh, that makes me sad.
He thought I said card, but I wanted a car game. I didn't get a car game that year at all. Didn't happen.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I was a good sport about it. I was fully understanding that he misunderstood me. I mean, that had been my whole young life up to that point, and people not knowing what the heck I was saying. I think I still talk too fast sometimes, and I'm hard to understand. I think that. So I was very understanding. I was very supportive of Santa, you know? And whatever game it was that I got, I'm sure I enjoyed.
Well, that's fair, yeah. I was going to ask, you kind of touched on it, but like your etiquette when you were like opening gifts as a kid and they weren't something you want. Like if grandma got you like clothes, like no kid wants clothes, right? Like, was your etiquette pretty good overall? Like you kind of had, like you were thinking about that at the time, like I gotta act like I'm really happy about this, or in general, did that not matter to you?
I had really good etiquette. I don't remember all of this, but my mom, because she just misses us being kids so badly, she will tell
yeah.
me and my brother stories, and one of them she tells me a lot is just that she remembered no matter what I opened, whatever the present was, I would be like, oh my gosh, it's blah blah blah, just what I wanted. You know what I mean? No matter what it was, right? So it was I always had very good etiquette about being very accepting about whatever gifts I had. And although I don't remember sounding like, I don't remember saying that. That's not the way I remember it. But I mean, that being said, I don't ever remember being disappointed in any of my gifts. Like we've all seen like the internet videos where kids like throw tantrums and stuff over presents or whatever. That was never me. Whatever I got, like, it was something I didn't have before. I couldn't be angry about it. Like, you know, nothing was owed to me.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I knew it in that terms, but I knew that this was something given to me, not something that I was owed. I knew that internally somehow. And so whatever it was like, well, this is what I got. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I'm kind of in a similar boat. Etiquette was there. Yeah, because for me, it was really about, and there was times where I didn't get things that I maybe wanted a lot. I usually I feel blessed and I feel very fortunate and privileged to usually have gotten the main thing that I wanted as a kid, unless it was just completely out of reason.
Right.
But I do feel very blessed for that, to have parents who are able to do that for me. However, there's plenty of other things at other Christmas events that or other Christmases that weren't my main one, where I got things that, you know, maybe whatever. But my etiquette was good. But I remember I was still excited, kind of like you said, you touched on it, that I still was getting something. So like, This is great. I still have something that I didn't have before. And when you're a kid, it's like, ooh, this things. I want these things. You know, that's why you see these little kids with so many toys, because something new and shiny that you'll love for 5 minutes is great, you know. So yeah, I love just getting more stuff. Just the idea of getting more things was always fun.
It was, and it's funny, and I feel bad about it, like retroactively, but I mean, I was a kid, but I really wish I remembered more of like the toys and things that I got. I wish as an adult, I remembered them better now, because I would feel like I appreciated them more. But kind of like you said, it's one of those things you appreciate them for 5 minutes and then it's whatever. I like to think better of myself, like, oh, I'm sure I treasured this thing. But a lot of like the toys and stuff, I don't actually remember explicitly. I loved them then, but I just don't remember a lot of them now, because they were, you know, they were toys. You played with them for a year and then you got new toys, right?
That's true to an extent, but also, you know, hope you don't mind me saying this, your memory is also terrible.
This is true.
So
this is true.
Because I do have some early memories, and I don't even mean like, yeah, we all got our game consoles that we loved or whatever, but like, I remember my earliest, I don't know how old I was. Mom, if you're listening to this, let me know how old I was, but I think I was 5, maybe younger, and I used to be obsessed with the little battery powered like trucks and cars that you could go into, like when you're a toddler, like you can actually get them and drive them around.
Oh yeah, I don't
know what I'm
think
talking about?
we ever had any of those, because those were beefy things.
Yeah, I had a big, like, I think it was yellow. That's, my memory could be serving me wrong, because our brains will do that, but to my knowledge, it was a yellow, kind of looked like a Jeep sort of situation. I know it was a Jeep kind of car. But anyway, I wanted that thing so bad. And I was young. This might be one of my earliest memories. And I remember waking up, in my head, it was still dark outside, like early in the morning, because I just couldn't sleep. I was so excited that Santa got it for me. And that just brought me so much joy. That was probably my earliest one that I could not wait to get my hands on, and Santa got it for me. So now, this is it's not really quite like yours, because I still got it, but I remember when later on, this was in a junior high, I wanted to, or maybe 8th grade. We actually touched upon this on the computer episode, but
yeah,
I wanted a custom made, and I was computer, a Dell laptop for Christmas. I believe I was putting some of my money into this too, but maybe no, I wasn't, because this was a complete surprise. So anyway, I did want it, and I put in this, like I gave the specifications like to my folks and said like this is what I would like, right? And on Christmas morning I saw a big box and it had Dell on it, and I was so excited. And I went over there and I opened it, and it was heavy, and I opened it up and it was just a crap ton of like socks, like black socks, like in dress clothes stuff. Thinking that is not even funny. And then obviously I can't remember where the laptop actually was, but they moved it. But we had like to have fun like that.
They still had it though. In my family, you learn very fast that whatever is on the box means nothing as to what's inside the box. You learn that very fast.
Right, yes, yep.
The box
yep.
can say anything. That has nothing. You don't even read the box. It's actually kind of a running joke in my family to this day for anything that's gift related. If I can almost promise you right now, when I show up Christmas Day to my parents' house, they will have gotten me some kind of gift. Again, literally probably socks or jeans or something, because my parents get me like clothes, and I love that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I will show up, and it will be in a Victoria's Secret bag. like it's a running thing where our gifts are in just random things, and every year there's at least a Victoria's Secret. It's probably the exact same Victoria's Secret bag. It's a pink thing with some woman on it. I don't know. Every year, we save the bag. We save the bag. You know, we just fold it up, and she puts it away. And by she, I mean my mom puts it away, and we reuse it. So the bags and the boxes and all of that, it's just it's always just left over. You never trust that for what's inside.
Yeah. 1 year you're gonna get some lingerie. Just 1 year.
I think you're
not gonna know what to do with yourself.
I think there was a year I got underwear, and not like lingerie, just underwear. But
that's such a weird situation to begin with. Like, oh, you're a man wearing lingerie, which is fine. But your mom got it for you? It's like, wait a second. What's happening? I was going to share really fast one thing that our family always did, and I would like to carry this tradition on if and when Steph and I have children in the future, which is, like, so my mom always did this. It was, so I have two sisters. One of my sisters I lived with. The other one was technically my half-sister, so she wasn't always staying with us. And when it was just me and my one sister, my mom would always she would put names on each gift, and the rule was you can't touch the presents. You can't touch it, can't pick it up, can't shake them, right? None of that. And my mom and stepdad are really big, they're really good rappers. Like they're pro gift rappers, at least he definitely is. So don't touch them, don't ruin them. You can read what's on them. So each one had the name on it, but the name would always be a different duo every year. So like 1 year was Jake and Finn. Another year was, I don't know, there was like a Mario and Luigi, right? They would change each year to some random duo. And then my sister and I would always place bets, like the morning of, basically, to see who got what. And it's always fun to guess. What I would like to add, if I continue that on with my family in the future, would be like maybe there's like an extra, like if you get it right, you get like a $50 bonus or something for guessing your name bonus. Being the right one or whatever. I think that's a fun tradition that I'd like to keep on.
You've just got a fat stack of bills next to you, like, all right, kids, take a guess.
Who's who? But yeah, it's fun. It keeps it interesting and it keeps you guessing. And my sister and I would always argue, no, I'm this one. No, I'm this one. You know. So it makes more sense if I'm this one because this present looks this big and I asked for this. You know, you'd get really specific. So, but that was fun. Hey, Weston.
That sounds fun. Yeah.
I really want to give you a gift.
Oh, do you?
I have something for you.
I would love to receive a gift.
Well, I'll give you a gift, but I think you should maybe try and guess first. What do you think?
I think that sounds like a fun little game. I think we should do that.
Ooh,
I've got a gift for you, and I think you should try to guess what it is.
Oh my gosh, this is great. Okay. So here's what I think.
Okay.
So we'll both give each other 20 questions.
Okay.
And then if you get it to it before 20 questions, well, that's great. If you don't, you lose. But for the sake of it, you'll still get the gift.
I tell you what,
the stakes are not very high.
There should, it's the season of giving, so we're giving each other gifts and a fun game. There's no stakes here.
And a fun game. The game is a gift.
The game was the friends we made along the way.
So one thing I like to do with 20 questions is, I will sometimes like the first question is like, is it a place? Is it a thing? Is it a whatever? I like to give that, so then your first question can be a specific question. So if you're okay with those rules, I'll do that. I'll tell you like if it's a person, place, thing, if that's okay with you.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wait. If you don't want to, we don't have to. We can start from the very beginning.
No, I'm just 2 glasses of wine in and had to think about that.
I'll have what he's having.
I just had to. I know we just woke up. It's Christmas morning and we're opening presents, but I am already 2 glasses of wine in. So
yeah, Dad's already getting into the juice. All right.
It makes Christmas way more fun.
Hey, you know what? Nothing wrong with that. Day drinking on Christmas. So, okay, Weston. Well, I guess I'll let you ask first.
Okay.
Here is. I'm so excited to give this gift to you. You've been asking for this for a long time. I will tell you this. It is a thing.
Have I been asking? Okay. What have I been asking?
You've been
for?
asking for this.
Really?
No,
like for
don't
real?
think that.
I was
No.
gonna say, are you
For
joking?
real? No, you have not. This is part of the role play.
I was thinking that could be a really big clue if it's something I've asked for. 10 million subscribers packed into a box. So it's a thing.
That would be nice.
That's the free giveaway, right? Could you imagine? Not that subscribers are things; they're people. Anyway,
They're people.
I'm thinking back to the car episode we did where I can just drive around like miles are people.
And you had to just rack up your subs.
Yep. So it's a thing. I feel like first question, I want to try to get a sense of the scale of the thing. Is it bigger than a toaster?
Yes.
Okay. Is it bigger than an oven?
No.
Okay, between toaster and oven size, fantastic. I love 20Q. I used to have this little
I love
20Q ball
the
game.
little game, the little
Yeah.
electronic ball game.
Yeah, there's a little like
So good.
ball-shaped game thing.
Yep.
I think you can do this online now, I'm sure. Okay, so bigger than a toaster, smaller than an oven. Is it an appliance?
No.
Is it electronic?
No.
Ooh.
Because I'm trying to just give very straight answers because there's a lot of technicalities.
Right, sure.
So I'm just going to say no, but there can be an
Electronic
component.
components. Okay. So it's not completely okay.
When you see this gift for you, you're not going to go, "Oh, electronic components." You're not going to do that.
Right. I feel that. It's not like a computer. That would be electronic.
Correct.
Is it round?
No.
Okay.
Good question though.
I always love playing these games because the tricky part is like kind of like what you were saying when you were playing it on the ball game. The ball game couldn't give you those technicalities, right? So like you have to kind of think of all possibilities and really think about like how your question like works. Like what does that exclude? What does that include?
I know, that's what I love about it. I love that.
Is this considered furniture?
No, it is not considered furniture.
Does this thing... No, let me rephrase that. Is this thing intended to be movable?
No.
Is this thing... Oh.
No, go ahead.
Is this thing considered a decoration?
Yes.
Okay. Kind of interesting because I have to also keep in mind that the scale of this thing isn't super large. Smaller than an oven. Larger than a toaster. Decorative. Is this something that you would place on a shelf?
Yeah, you could.
Is this... I want to say, is this... Oh, no. Let me rephrase this. Can I put things inside of it?
Yes, you can.
Ooh. Is this...
Weston, hey, little behind the curtain. Weston loves things that he can put things inside of.
I love to put things inside
things. It's one of his favorite
things.
pastimes.
That's actually... You're not... I know you're kind of riffing, but that's kind of true.
There's like a mental satisfaction that you get for putting things inside of things.
A little bit. I like to keep boxes and folders and files and things I can put things in. Sometimes I'll have like a little cardboard box for, like, I don't know. The dumbest example I can think of is if you buy like ramen noodles, like the Maruchan ramen noodles. You know, if you take like the plastic off, it's got kind of a nice little half box you could put stuff in. I always want to keep them because I'm like, I could put things in there. But what things? And then I break it down and throw it away, and I'm kind of sad.
And then you have your table of your crap everywhere.
Correct. I have a table full of crap that I... Dude, you don't want to see a picture of it right now. I have a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of dishes and like just like cans and stuff right now that I just need to clean up and throw away and put in the dishwasher. I just haven't done it yet. Yeah. It's even worse now. Anyway.
Yeah. Once was enough for me.
Do I put food in this item?
No.
Okay. How many questions am I up to now? Like 12 or something?
You're at 11. So
okay.
you're at 12 now.
Okay. I was trying to keep track and then I forgot where I was. Actually, is this used for entertainment?
That's one of those hard ones to answer.
Sure.
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
But I do want to say this. I would say, because this is not giving anything away because you already asked. You asked if it's like used for decoration. You asked that earlier.
Yes.
It's more in line with that than it is entertainment.
Fair.
But this particular item is entertaining.
Does it make sounds?
No.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think I have a really good one. I'm pretty proud of this choice.
You must have a really good one. Holy crap. I'm trying to think. Because it's decorative. It doesn't really make sounds. It technically has electronic components.
Don't even think about the electronics. Don't.
Yeah, I'm trying not to think of the electronics at all, really. But like, I'm thinking of that in the sense that it's not like you didn't literally get me like, I don't know, a cabinet or something. You know what I mean? So it's got like electronic components. So it's not like just a wood box. So in that sense, or you know, like an end table or something.
Sure.
That's what, and I kind of asked, that's kind of also why I was kind of like asking about the furniture way earlier. Can I, I'm slowly running out of questions, so I'm trying to be choosy a little bit. You know what? I didn't ask, I'm going to assume that the answer on this is no, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Can I wear it?
That's not a horrible question to ask, but you cannot wear it.
Okay. I think in general it's not a horrible question, but I was kind of thinking based on the other stuff you've said, I'm like, probably not. Okay. Oh. Is it? Oh, well.
You're going to love this gift.
I'm gonna love this gift.
It's got you written all over it.
Really?
These aren't hints. No, these aren't hints. I'm just riffing.
Okay.
I don't want to be unfair to you in the game. So when I say stuff like that, don't no.
Well, because I was thinking
Actually, you really would. Maybe you would like this gift, though. You really probably. I mean, I'd like to have this gift
It's what I
myself.
always wanted.
See, he's practicing his etiquette.
Is it? I kind of want to ask more questions about its shape, but I don't think it's going to help me.
This is a very vague hint. This is a very vague hint, but I'm very vague. But I would say I don't think there's anyone who wouldn't like this gift. It's not very intrusive of a gift, but it's like I'd like to have it. It's nice. I think anyone really would. I just wanted to say that. Like, this is a very everybody kind of gift.
Does it smell nice?
No.
Okay.
In fact, I'll go a little farther and say this is not known for having any particular kind of smell.
That's kind of what I was thinking you meant by that. Because I know we talk about incense and stuff, so I was like, it could be like some kind of diffuser. So that's what I was wondering, if it was something along those lines.
We are smell guys.
Especially since I have like hardly a sense of smell at all, which is kind of hilarious. I'm like sense dead. I'm a dementia patient with no senses. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's coming.
It really is. I'm literally looking at my table right now, trying to think like what item. Because it could go on because I asked about shelves, and you said it could go on a shelf. So it's not like it's intended to, but it could.
It could, yeah.
So I'm
That's
like
correct.
Looking at my table, like, what am I thinking about? What could this be? And it doesn't make sound.
Let me help you out. Oh, sorry. There's no delay here tonight.
No, you're fine. I was just going to say, like, I know it doesn't make sound because I asked about that one.
So, correct. I did want to say this too. So we talked about the size. The size, you asked what the size was. The size does vary. I'm thinking of it at its average size.
Sure.
It's rarely bigger than an oven. It's usually around the size I told you. But like a smaller version could definitely fit on a shelf just fine.
Oh.
But I'd say the average size would more fit on a probably a little bit sturdier. I'm saying too much, but a sturdier item than a shelf. The size that I'm thinking of in my head.
That is very interesting. Because the next question I was going to ask is it soft?
It is certainly not soft.
Okay. Is it...
Make sure you think more about the functionality of this too.
I know. I really need to, because I only have like 4 questions left.
You got 4 left.
Okay. Okay. Can I use?
If you want,
go ahead. Sorry. No, if I want what?
I was gonna say, I will take a tally away and tell you where you should focus if you'd like for these last few.
What, you mean like...
But I'd have to take a tally away. Like you'd be down to 3.
Nope, I'm playing this straight.
Okay. Just want to give you an option.
I should have taken you on this, but I'm going to play it straight. This is the 20 questions experience. That's
right.
Would it benefit my YouTube career?
No.
Okay. I was playing off of that. You've been asking for this, that kind of thing. Like, maybe it's a tool of some kind for, you know what I mean?
Yeah. This is a good one. I'm proud of this one.
This is really difficult. I think I started off thinking kind of different things, so I kind of went in the wrong direction slightly early on, and I think I focused too many questions on too much stuff. I'm going to say, is it... You know what? I'm going to broaden it a little bit. This is stupid. Can I use it to build a skill?
Once again, a good question, but no.
And how many questions do I have left? 2?
You have 2 left.
Cool.
Cool. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's great.
I'm just picturing the dog in the house on fire
This is fine.
with the cup of coffee or whatever.
I'm thinking
See,
that
Don't worry, because everybody at home is thinking too. I guarantee it. We can all play this together. It's fun.
we can. Yeah, no, everyone at home, I hope you're all trying to guess as well. This is a thing that's roughly between the size of a toaster and oven. It could technically be larger. It's definitely not soft. It's mostly decorative. Doesn't make sounds. Has electronic components to it, but you shouldn't really focus on that.
I'm going to give you one more offer.
You don't put
let
food
me take
in
away
it.
one tally.
Okay, do it.
If I take away the tally, okay. So first of all, I'm taking away tally. You got one left after this.
Okay.
Put a huge focus on what you're putting in this. You know it's hard, like not soft, but what goes in it is not.
I did ask before if you put food in it, though, and that was a no, correct?
Correct. Well, how about this? Since we're at the very last one, technically, you do put a kind of food in this sometimes. But the food, well, that's a big hint. I don't know if I want to give you this one, 'cause I think it'll give it away.
I'm thinking, is this often... Wait. I'm thinking, hang on. Is it... No, this was... If I'm correct about what I'm thinking about, this is such a dumb gift idea. Is it... Have I asked about its shape, like about round or square or anything? Have I asked about that yet?
You already have. Yes, you asked if it's round, and I said no.
Okay.
But now that we're right here at the end, this may be worse to say now, but I'm going to say it. This is a customizable thing. It can be round, but when most people picture this, I think they picture it square.
Interesting. Gosh. Okay.
All right, how about this?
Yeah, I got one question left. That's why
I'm okay. I'm going to give you, I won't take away another tally. I'm going to give one more hint about the food. It's going to be a good hint.
Yeah.
But then your next guess has to be the final guess. Is that a deal?
Right.
Okay. When you do put food in this, the food is not for you.
What?
The food is not for you to eat.
Like it's for someone else to eat? Or if it's like an aquarium?
Oh.
But you said, like, I mean, that's kind of... You know what? I guess the final question has to be, can I store living things inside of it? All right, maybe even, is it intended to store living things?
Yes.
Then I at this point, the best I can do is I have to guess it's like an aquarium.
Ding, ding, ding! I said fish tank. I'll give it to you. That's it.
Is it really? I thought for sure that was so dumb. I
picked that because I knew it would be a hard one to guess.
That was really hard to get. That was actually really hard to guess. At one point in time, I was thinking, is he actually getting me a trash can?
It's a nice trash can. Not just a trash can.
That's why I was like, and to be fair, the food thing kind of helped a little bit. So that was kind of like giving me 21 questions a little bit, because you kind of gave me a little extra there that I can put food in there, but it's not for me. That helped a lot. But it really
Once
was.
again, Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas. It's a season of giving. And to be fair, that is related to a question I asked. Can I put food in it? And you're like, no. But it was kind of like one of those technicalities. So to be fair, it was related to a question I had already asked. But that was really tricky. That was really hard. And the fact that I could guess aquarium by the end of it, I feel pretty good about that, actually.
Yeah, I'm glad you do, and I hope you enjoy it. It's for you. You can have it.
All right, I've got an aquarium now. I got to go get some fish.
You just got water in there. Just you're putting fish food in there. Just with no fish.
Just
one day, I'm going to get some fish.
It's just like little tank toys, so people can think there's a fish in there, but there's not.
Well, you buy salmon at like the grocery store and just throw it in there.
like
just cut up salmon.
Yeah, cut up. Yeah, I was gonna say edible, like to eat salmon. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I got you a gift as well, but you're gonna have to guess.
I can't wait.
Your way into what it is, and I'm gonna feel really.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say much more than that. It's like you said, I will start the way you did. It is, in fact, a thing.
Okay. Is it bigger? I'm going to start with yours because it's a solid question at the beginning.
It really is.
Is it bigger than a microwave?
Yes.
Is it bigger than an oven?
No.
Okay. Interesting. So we're in a similar size category.
Yes.
Is this object used for entertainment purposes?
Yes.
Okay. Is this most commonly found in like the living room or family room?
Yeah. But also, like, maybe no, but yeah.
Oh, God, here we go.
That's kind of one of those, like, maybes.
It's a maybe, okay. Is this item electric?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Although I would love to see an electric version of this. That'd be kind of funny.
Oh, boy. Interesting. Can this item be used by more than one person at a time?
No.
Okay. Oh, geez. Let me see here.
Right? When you're faced with the infinity of possibilities, it's like, oh, what do I ask?
I know. I know. It completely changes. Yeah, it's totally different when you know what the answer is.
Right.
Let me see. It's used for entertainment. It's in between the size of a... Okay, I'm going to steal another one of yours. Is this item round?
I'm going to say no.
So the way you said that, it sounds like it's probably not one particular shape. It's probably got a unique shape to it. If I were to presume, let me see.
Because I felt like if I said yes, that would put you off. So I have to say no.
Okay, no, that's okay. It's not electric. Am I safe? Is it safe to say? I don't know if I want this to count or not, but like when I said electric, I kind of meant like electrical components too. Like there's none of that. Is that correct?
I can give
or
you.
Did I just walk into another tally mark?
I can give you that because you asked if it was electric. It's not electric. If there's electronic components, it would require some kind of electricity. It does not. There's no electric anything.
Okay, I figured. Just want to be sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'll give you that because that plays into your previous one.
Is this item used for entertainment? Is it targeted towards a particular age group?
No.
Okay, so it's kind of a family thing. Does this item serve any practical purposes as well?
Not really. No.
It's just a fun thing that you could find in the living room, but it might be somewhere else too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. Is this item ever found or used outside? Like commonly?
I'm gonna focus on can you find it outside? No. That's not because it can't be outside, but you wouldn't just find it outside.
You'd probably take it outside if you were to. Okay. Can this thing be? Is this thing easily? Like, can it be? Is it meant to be moved around? Can it be picked up and moved?
Yes.
That's kind of big to move around. So it must be light. It's got a weird shape to it. Oh man, this is tough, man. Let me see. I think, what are we at? 10 or 11?
You have asked 11.
Okay. Let's see. I'm thinking. Okay. Is this, role-playing aside, is this an item that you think I would find enjoyment in?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, man. So I can't really specify. It can be moved around, so of course I can't just put it to one room. Maybe I'm trying to figure out what it's made out of. Could be made out. Is this item primarily made out of one kind of material?
Yes.
Okay. Is this item made of some kind of plastic?
No.
Shoot. I don't want to waste all on what it's made out of.
These are interesting questions, though.
I'm just trying to... Let's see. Okay. Is this item... Well, let me see if this would help me if I even ask this. Let me think about it for a second.
Let me actually give 2 seconds of thought to this.
Let me see, because I keep forgetting that I'm limited on my questions.
Right. You've asked 14. You have 6 questions left. Puts the tension
God, I just
up.
know it's an object made for entertainment that can be moved around. It's in between the sizes. It's got a unique shape. It's in between the sizes of an oven and a microwave.
I'm going to I'm going to be a little generous with you, kind of like you were with me. And because you got between the size of microwave and oven, it's a lot closer to size of microwave, but you were on the right track with it being light.
Okay. Let me go back to this. Well, actually, let me ask this. Oh, there's 2 things I want to ask. First of all, can you put things in it? I'll just ask that.
No.
You can't put things in it.
Although, I mean, like, technically, yes, but you're not supposed to do that. I wouldn't focus on that at all.
But you're not supposed to do that. What happens if you put things in it? That's the
If it doesn't work as well.
Does this object provide some sort of... Is this object some sort of... it's not a great question, but I kind of need to know still, because I wanted to figure out what kind of entertainment it is, because it could be a game, it could be visual entertainment. Oh, wait a second. Does this make noise?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
You have 4 questions left.
Okay. Is it primarily used for playing audio or music?
Yes.
Okay. So now I need to figure out, because I don't know how specific you are, because it could be like a boom box, or it could be but it could be a Bluetooth speaker. You said you can put stuff in it. I don't know how you could put things in it.
You did ask me if it was electric, and I said no.
Oh, you did. Thank you for that. Was generous.
You're welcome.
But how does it? Wait a second. Hold on. Wait, no, because that would be smaller than a microwave. So it makes music, or it plays music. No, it would have to make music. Okay. I got 3 questions left.
You have 3 questions left.
Okay. Do you have to constantly interact with this object for it to make noise? Like,
yes.
As long as you're interacting with it, the noise is being made.
Correct.
Oh, shoot.
Yes.
Okay. See, I think I know, but I think I think it might be silly too. Does it, if you interact with it for too long, does it scare you?
No. I don't.
Oh no! You probably don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know why it would scare you if you did.
You'll know in a second. It makes complete sense over here.
Okay.
So you have to interact with it for it to make music.
You have 1 question left. You have to interact with it to make music. Yes.
Well, now I'm thinking 2 different things again, because it could either be an instrument or it could be like a music box. Remember the size. Usually, music boxes are smaller, so it's an instrument. But
and again, I'm gonna be a little generous here. I'm coming back to that size thing about microwave.
It's closer to a microwave.
Much closer to like microwave in the sense of like and by size I mean like volume. Depending on how big your microwave is, if it's a little microwave, it might be a little bigger. If you've got a really big microwave, it's actually kind of maybe smaller. Because I've seen some big microwaves, so that's why it was kind of like, I've also seen some small microwaves, so that's why I said bigger. Microwave is kind of a hanging point for size for me here. Just to put that into perspective.
No, I understand. Well, you'll know in a second. I went these last 5 questions or 4 thinking it was not what it actually is. So, and you'll know what I mean. That's why I said the getting scared part. But
I want to know what you could get scared of. I want to know what you were thinking.
So do I have 1 question and then I have to guess what it is, or do I have just 1 question, period?
You have 1 question and then you have to guess.
Okay. Dang it. Is it a stringed instrument?
Yes.
Okay.
I was saying, I don't even know what other hints to give you because you're so close.
I mean, now the thing is that I know a lot of stringed instruments, but if you got this gift with me in mind, then I think I know what it is. I guess I'm going to play it safe and say you got me an acoustic guitar.
Oh, you're so close.
No, wait. No, I know. No. It's a ukulele.
It's a ukulele. That's what it is. I want to give that to you because you know just as well as I do that an acoustic guitar is bigger than a microwave.
That's why, yeah, exactly. I forgot about that for a second.
Yep.
That's why I changed it to ukulele.
So when you said, ukulele, I will give it to you because you were right there.
You got me a gift I would actually, you'd like that fish tank too, but I'd really love that guitar. Thank you. What kind is it?
I don't know, just a ukulele. I had a picture of one when I was
Riff, Weston, riff.
It's an avocado ukulele. The entire shape is an avocado. It was really cute.
Oh,
actually,
cool.
I did see a picture of an avocado ukulele. I thought it was pretty funny.
That actually sounds kind of cute.
Because the pit is where the hole is.
So,
Actually,
I think I've seen that too, at least in cartoon form. So here's what I was thinking. When I learned that you could interact with it to make music, I was thinking that it was the same shape as a microwave, so I was thinking box. I forgot that it wasn't the shape, right?
Right. That was
it wasn't
the
that
thing.
shape. So I was thinking music box. Then I thought, oh, Jack in the Box.
Oh, that's... I
so
think,
you interact with it as long...
I think I would have
that's what I
definitely said Jack in the Box, though. It's definitely smaller than a microwave, though.
No, it is. For some reason, I kept forgetting the size of this
Yeah.
object. I just kept forgetting it.
Which is kind of why I kept coming back to the microwave thing, because like with ukulele, as you can imagine, kind of weirdly like similar, but obviously it's not boxy.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of a weird, it's still a strange comparison in ways.
Yeah,
so.
kind of a hard comparison to make, but it's definitely like, that's why I was like bigger, but then I was thinking about it, I'm like, well, I've seen some big microwaves and some small ukuleles, and I'm like, oh boy.
What a weird sentence. I've seen some big microwaves and some small ukuleles.
So it's like,
in my day.
Like that's why I was kind of trying to help with the size a little bit, but also like you never kind of asked about the shape except for the roundness, which I said no on round because I was afraid you'd think like ball. You know what I mean?
Right, but it is rounded.
It's rounded, but not round. So I was like, right.
Well, 20 questions is a ton of... I love playing 20 questions.
I love 20 questions.
So this could definitely come back sometime.
Yeah.
And we don't have to change the whole show. We can just throw another 20 questions in there.
We could.
But Weston, I think right now, I'm feeling the Christmas spirit. Let's get this ukulele tuned up. Let's get some fish in this fish tank. We're going to take a quick break. And we'll be back. And I think we should head outside for a little bit. Maybe it's snowing outside. Maybe we should build a snowman.
Yes, let's build a snowman. Having gifted thoughtful presents to one another, the boys decided to build a frozen brother. To share in the holiday fun, they set out a plan to build the most perfectly suited snowman.
Let's get outside. Hey, don't forget your coat. You got to bundle up. It's cold.
Oh, you know I didn't forget my coat. I got my coat. I got my gloves. I've got my hood up. I am zipped up.
You have your scarf?
I absolutely have my scarf that Angela gave me. Hey, Gala, you gave me a scarf. I still have it, and it's still my favorite scarf. And I've got my, I've got a pair of, you know what Under Armour is? I have a pair of like pants that are like Under Armour pants. I wear that underneath like my jeans and stuff. Oh, it's so good.
Okay.
I wear multiple layers. I wear lots of layers.
You know, I always need to be more prepared, like, and I don't. I'll always just put on like the winter coat and just have jeans on, and then like I'm warm up top, but the Under Armour really sounds nice, like underneath your pants. That really does.
It is. It's not even Under Armour brand. I don't remember what brand it even is. I mean, I guess I could actually go look, but it's like that kind of same material, but like thicker in certain areas because it's like pants, right? So I like to put it on, and then I can put on like jeans or whatever, and it's that extra layer of thermal protection, and it's actually quite nice.
Do you do, have you ever worn like long johns?
Kind of like the underwear long johns?
Because aren't those basically like underwear for like your entire body?
I think so, but they're usually, I think, cotton based. Whereas like what I'm talking about is like, I think probably like polyester or something. But yeah, no, I've not actually worn long johns. I've seen those in existence. I think they're usually like pajamas, right? Is that the general?
Maybe that is what they technically are. Yeah.
Maybe not. I could be making that up. I have not worn them, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, listen, we're bundled up now. We're warm. Let's head outside. I think we should have a snowball fight.
Oh my God, I'm going to murder you with snowballs.
I was going to say, I'm going to murder you. Also, I'd like to play snowballs.
Also, I would like to I would like to play snowballs. In the words of Alex, I would like to play snowballs.
Shut up. I'd like to murder you and play snowballs. Thank you.
A riveting
no one's
game
ever said
of
it that
snowballs.
way before, I guess.
I mean, you're not wrong. Like a snowball fight is a game of snowballs. That's true enough.
Hey, honey, let's go play snowballs. So, what outside snowing winter activities do you like to partake in, Weston?
Obviously, yeah, snowball fights. Although
Yep.
I was always as a kid, I was always supremely disappointed that where I lived growing up, I could not participate in large like multi-child snowball fights. You'd see it on TV in like cartoons where there'd be like 10 kids versus 10 kids, like this like team thing, lots of kids throwing snowballs, building forts and that kind of thing. I grew up in a village. It didn't happen.
Well, you probably didn't miss out on much, because the thing is with snow is that there's different kinds of snow. You know, you got the soft snow, but then you have the snow that if you pack together and it's got some like iciness in it, it's hard and it hurts. So snowball fights can actually get kind of violent. So if you do want to murder, you might want to wait for the harder snow.
I actually didn't mind that. I didn't mind the hard snow in terms of like getting involved in a fight and like the ice and all that stuff, which I didn't. Again, I wasn't involved in like big warfare of the snow variety, so I never really got pelted with too much ice to like, I guess, hate it. But I didn't mind the pain. I was a little bit of a snow masochist.
A snow yeah, exactly. You just said it. Well, we did snowball fights. A big thing for us, and something I miss now that I live in the South is sledding.
Yes.
I love sledding. Always did. Loved sledding. Did you have like a go-to spot somewhere nearby where you guys would go every year?
No. Although there were spots we had been to throughout the years. Our go-to, this is a question for you, our go-to was actually getting in the sleds, and my dad would pull us behind his truck while my brother and I sledded. Do you know what I mean?
Now, I know exactly what you mean. We did that a time or two. Now, for those of you listening, we're from the flat lands of the Midwest, so there's not a lot of hills to choose from. So that's you kind of have to do that. Yeah, that was fun. It also scared me. We actually found a place. You're familiar with this place? It's the big park, right outside of town. Like the really big park with the museum in the front of it.
I know what you're talking about. That's a funny way to describe it. I kind of want to just blurt out what it is, but you're being all mysterious, so I'll respect it.
Well, we don't have to be mysterious. We don't have to be mysterious.
You're talking
about Lake of the Woods?
Yeah, Lake of the Woods.
Yeah, Lake of the Woods. I don't know why I was being so cryptic. I guess just a privacy thing, but
all
my crap's already out there,
the museum out of it. I'm like, I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, that had some hilly spots. Like there's this one turn you'd make when you go in there, and like there's a big pavilion at the bottom, but there's a huge slope that leads down to the pavilion. It's just grass.
Yeah.
So we would always go out there. And at the time when we went as kids, it was kind of untapped. Like not many people went there to sled. Now it's a really busy spot.
Oh yeah.
But at the time, it wasn't. And I remember we would make little ramps in the slope. And then we would like go over the ramps, and then we build it out of snow, but the snow was hard, so we could do it. And then one time my dad did that. We just had like the cheap little like circular sleds.
Oh, okay. You had the circle ones. We had the longer, straight ones, sleds.
We had those too, but I remember this particular case, my dad was doing it, and he was using like a circular one, and he went over one of. He went over one of the slopes that I think he literally made those for us. It was a little too high. I think he tested it first. I'm glad he did, because he went a little too far airborne, and he lost the sled and landed right on his butt.
That's part of the fun.
Well, he had a goose egg on his upper ass. Like you could balance a cup on it. It was so big, because later he showed it to me. Like he was just like, he had his pants on. He said, "Hey son, look at this." And he turned to the side, and it looked like he had another butt growing out of his butt. It was hilarious. But that is part of the fun.
That was part of the fun. Like sledding, I don't know if it's sledding in the Midwest or just sledding in general. Part of the fun was the injuries you got along the way.
Like, did you ever hit a tree?
Like bumps and bruises. I did not. I knew how to steer my sled. I have a fun story about that. It's not really a story at all, but it's a story that my family does tell. We didn't go here often, but at least once, I think it was a couple times, but at least the once, we went to Weldon Springs, is this campground, not horribly far from where we lived, and we like to camp there. And they have a sledding hill, and I would go down the sledding hill like you're supposed to. My brother, my younger brother, a little less coordinated than me, liked to veer off into the forest, and I think he hit a tree pretty good.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yeah, I've had my fair share of tree hitting, or at least getting close, because like you don't look at the obstruction, and then you just look at the obstruction the whole time, and then that's naturally where you kind of end up steering if you're staring at it.
I think that was my brother's problem. Like, hilariously, I should talk to him about this and see. I don't know if he likes sledding nearly as much as I did. He's hit that tree. He's hit a parked car before. I think he nearly hit oncoming traffic before, because when we were being pulled by my dad. Like, he's hit a lot more than me when it came to sledding. He probably hated it.
Poor kid. Poor kid. Did you guys ever do the snowman thing? You build your snowman?
Yeah, we built snowmen. In the village that I grew up in, my house sat on, technically, I think it was like roughly half an acre. There was an acre large block that we sat on, and there was only 2 houses on this. We had some privileged real estate. But anyway, the point that I'm getting at is I had a pretty large yard, and we could roll the snow up and down and make pretty big snowmen, actually. Because we could collect a lot of snow that way. So we built snowmen in my childhood village. When we left there, not so much, but yeah, I remember making snowmen.
The thing about snowmen is that it's always so romanticized in your head, because let's build a snowman, and then you do, and it looks great, but then, at least once again in the Midwest, what'll happen is it'll just become, snow will be pretty for the first day, and then it becomes a gross, like dark, black, muddy, dirty, like sleety mess, right? And then the snowmen look like that too, so they look all, you slowly see them deteriorate, and it makes you sad.
That's usually when they start melting more. When it's still cold and they hold together, they're pretty. They're fine.
I guess my memories really are a little different, because maybe we would do it when like the snow was already kind of crappy. So maybe that's what it is in my head. But I just remember making snowmen thinking they just look kind of ugly because of all the gunk in the snow.
And also, I don't know, like, because I know you moved a lot, so I don't know which house you're thinking of in particular for this memory. But I know in the village I grew up in, we had a pretty big yard, and it was a pretty flat yard, and we'd have a lot of like dirt and mud and all that kind of stuff. Like we could actually roll together some pretty pristine snow, so that the snow itself wasn't contaminated. So even when it started getting warmer,
right,
it kind of held up. Now, granted, eventually it gets droopy, and yeah, you're absolutely right. But I think for the most part, like for a while, we had a good snowman.
I think I know why the memories are different, even though we're from the same area. It's because I was in town, and we usually used a lot of already walked on tainted snow.
That's what I was wondering.
Like you had a bunch of pure, untouched snow. Because I did just think of a memory when we lived in the country, which, by the way, the snow drifts were awesome. You could live in a snowdrift in the country. It's crazy. And that was really fun. We did snowmen there once or twice. I forgot about that. I was just thinking of the dirty one. So that's got to be it. You're in a little village, so no one's touching that snow.
My little village was pretty rural, pretty country. So like, yeah, we had that experience. If you were in town, I feel like I know what you're saying. Like, yeah, you had the tainted snow.
The tainted snow.
I was not expecting that song reference. I love that song. Tainted Love.
That's one of my favorite 80s songs. It's so good. Hey, I always thought it'd be fun to have like a snowman companion, like someone you could always count on, at least when they're there.
Yeah.
As a snowman.
Like a little buddy, like, kind of like watching Frosty the Snowman. You put a hat on him or whatever, and he comes to life, and he's your friend.
Yeah, like a real life modern day Frosty.
That'd be dope.
A lot of fun.
That would be so much fun.
Dude, we should build one.
We should build a snowman friend.
Let's build a snowman friend. Let's do it.
Do you?
But
wanna
how?
build a
How are we going to build a
snowman?
snowman friend?
With magic. I am a magic man, so I think we're gonna build it with snow and magic.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Profoundish is brought to you in part by the Two Peas Podcast, a show where my significant other and I compare and contrast our top 5 lists on a variety of topics. Not only is it fun, but we also provide facts and trivia about our topics. Come laugh, learn, and listen to the Two Peas Podcast on your preferred platform of choice.
Profoundish is brought to you in part by A Hasty Podcast, my own personal podcast talking about life, games, media, and sometimes featuring guests. Look for it on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. So this is the tournament style one, and I have my list, and So I figure what we'll do is body, middle, head, what was it called? Accessory, and then body again, middle, head, accessory, and then we'll work our way down.
Right. So basically, we've approached this with, so we have 4 parts of the snowman. We got the bottom, the middle, the head, of course, and then we have an accessory. We kept these rules vague on purpose.
Yes.
Now, I picked, and just to be sure, we both brought 2 options for each section, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then how are we just going to kind of just say them out loud to each other and go from there, basically?
We'll start with we'll do for the body. We'll start with you'll give me one of your body options, and I'll give you one of my body options, and we'll decide which one moves forward. And then we'll go to middle, and then head, and then accessory. And then we'll do it again, because we both had 2 options, right? And then there'll be one
Makes
more round where the 2 winners of those 2 sections face up, and we'll have our snowman.
Right, okay.
And I have my notepad open.
Tracking this?
Yeah, I can track this.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Well, now you said body. I said bottom in my notes, so we may have slightly different...
No. I did the same thing. Actually, I wrote base in my notes. So, same thing.
Base, okay.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. So basically what we're going to do is kind of work together, put these head to head, and we're going to build the ultimate companion snowman based on the options that we gave. So these could be completely off the wall. There's no rules really in place here.
There are no rules. We're trying to make the ultimate snowman companion. I don't know what that means we're going to pit against each other, but let's find out.
I guess, yeah. Well, I guess I'll say mine first. So this is we're starting at are we going to start at the bottom, right?
We start from the bottom, work our way up.
Base.
We got the base of the snowman. Okay. Let's figure out what the base of this snowman needs to be. We need to build a snowman, and he needs to have a base. And what's it going to be?
So one option we have on my side is going to be, we'll start with the simpler one. Just fun little tap dancing shoes. That's all.
Fun little tap dancing shoes. I like that. That's cute.
Just little tap dancing shoes. Yeah.
That's quaint.
What's that going up against?
That's dainty. It's going up against tank treads.
Big difference there.
Very different. Very opposites right now.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, see, that's tough because they're so different.
Yes.
What would be better for the ultimate companion, though, right? Like, I feel like tap dancing shoes are very niche.
Yeah.
You know, there's only so many situations in which I think tap dancing shoes could really be, I guess it could be fun a lot of the time. But
it'd be fun a lot of the time. If you're concerned about, like, I don't know, bullies or just getting your way or whatever, intimidation, tank tread?
I mean, yeah, plus mobility. You've got the mobility, too.
Oh, yeah. This thing could book at, like, I don't know how fast tanks go. 30 miles an hour, unstoppably.
I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of like the tank treads better.
I will say, I do love the idea. I do love tap dancing shoes. I love that idea. But
I know, right? I'm just picturing like a cute little tap dancing like snowman. It's so wholesome. Yeah,
you know,
he can tap his way through life.
I do love that. That's cute. But are we leaning towards tank treads?
I mean, I think we are.
Okay. Tank treads for the bottom. Moves forward in our tournament bracket. There will be another round of bases coming later. But for now, let's compare a couple of options for our middle of the snowman.
Okay. Why don't you present yours first?
I'll present my first option first. This one is quite simply a literal O. He's made out of snow, and it's an O with a hollow middle. Just a giant O, like a spaghetti O, but snow.
Oh, so his middle section itself is an O.
It's an O.
So I took a slightly different approach.
Yes, sure.
So I gave him a trench coat with lots of pockets. So
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think my literal O was kind of phoned in. And trench coat with lots of pockets sounds amazing.
I mean, imagine I like the O because you could throw things through it.
Yeah,
you could find some use for it. Or maybe you could pick him up at his side and just pick him up that way. It's like a handle. Sideways,
it's like a handle. If you bring him to war, he can't get shot there because it's an O. You'd miss.
And he's already got the tank tread, so
right.
Zoom out of there.
Yeah, I'm slowly trying to make a combat snowman.
So what's your motive here? I don't think it's a companion. Yeah, I think it's a combat snowman.
My motive is that the ultimate companion is built for war. Think you're a Fallout 76 player, imagine a Fallout companion.
Right, exactly. I get that. Goodness. But trench coat kind of speaks for itself. Think about the practicality.
Trench coat and lots of pockets. I have to get behind lots of pockets. I'll be honest with you. More pockets equals more better.
Yeah. You can put a bunch of little O's in the pockets.
You could.
Think about that.
For
what your O's, you can put your O's in there.
If that's what it's all about, you could. I'm going to lean towards trench coat.
I was going to say, I think trench coat too. I agree. I think that beats out O.
I love that. That brings us to the next. Snow.
Snow never changes.
Snow never changes. We gotta do a Fallout thing throughout this whole thing. Yeah. That leads to our first round of head options on the snowman. What's your first suggestion for a head on the snowman?
So for the head itself, I'm picturing in this particular option, it's just the standard, coal eyes and the smile and the little carrot, right? That part's normal. However, he's got a beer guzzler hat because he's a partier. He's a party animal. He's fun. Plus, you can take that little thing yourself and drink some of that beer.
That's
He's
true.
not gonna drink all of it.
I like that, although I will argue that that's verging on possibly being an accessory to the head.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm just saying, technically, we have an accessory section, and we're really close to that. My suggestion,
you're right,
is that his entire head is actually a jack-o'-lantern. And instead of candles, it's like the fake candles, the little electric ones, so he doesn't melt.
Actually, I like that a lot.
He's got kind of
that actually would look cool.
Yeah, I think it would look cool. It's kind of a Nightmare Before Christmas thing, kind of merging Christmas and Halloween with a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin thing going on. I think that would be dope. And going on with my weird militarism that's kind of intimidating, maybe.
I like it. I actually like that a lot better than the beer guzzler hat. We can get beer elsewhere.
Okay, if you're
let's do it.
If you're down for dropping the beer, which granted, normally I'd be like, beer. But I like the jack-o'-lantern. Let's go with jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah. I'm down. Let's do it.
And finally, we need to suggest some accessories for this snowman. And
Okay.
my first suggestion for a possible accessory for this snowman to carry, an accoutrement, if you will, the classic. I don't know how you're gonna beat this. I'm really pretty passionate about this one. A Red Ryder BB gun.
Yeah, you really are creating a snowman for war.
Yep.
You're giving him guns. So what I have, I want to stay away from this guy. What I have for him is a small toolbox. You know, if you need something screwed in, or you need to loosen a nut. You got a small toolbox. Need a hammer and a nail. You always got it on you, so you don't have to worry about carrying it yourself.
You don't need to loosen a nut if you can just shoot it with a BB gun.
Well, we're teetering here. I'm not sure.
It won't solve anything, but it'll be fun. I mean,
you're speaking like a man who's never loosened a nut before.
I've loosened a great number of things, and they may have included nuts.
I'm not denying this.
I'm not.
I look at
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
The mobility with the scary face.
Yeah.
With the gun is a little much.
You think it's too much?
I do think it's too much, but think about this too. Maybe I can speak your language. Toolboxes are heavy, even the small ones.
That's true.
Those can do damage.
That's true.
And you could consider a wrench or a hammer. Those can easily be weapons.
Ooh, if you think about it
multi-purpose.
That way, we could, the Red Ryder BB gun is like a ranged weapon, but like the small toolbox is a melee weapon. I mean, maybe he should be a melee snowman. And he's capable of fixing various things. As a companion, that actually might be helpful.
That kind of makes sense too. But, if he's going to be kind of more close range, he's got the mobility and the speed to get the heck out of there if it gets a little too rough. So, if he's too close, I would say, yeah, let's go the toolbox. That's my vote.
I am passionate about the Red Ryder BB gun only because, it like harkens to Christmas and a Christmas story and that kind of thing.
Classic.
But of course, in terms of video games, I am a support player, and I do like the idea of the small toolbox actually being like a support utility item for like whatever you might need. You know what? I'll give you this one. I'll go small toolbox as well.
All right. Perfect.
So
I think this is a good combo.
I think so as well. So far, everybody, moving on to the next round, we do have the tank tread, the trench coat with lots of pockets, the jack-o'-lantern, and the small toolbox. But we have one more round of suggestion.
So weird.
It is so weird. We're not there yet, though. We haven't built the snowman yet. We have another round of suggestions for each of these categories. Let's return back to the base of the snowman. We have another option here. We got a couple of options. What do we leave off with? You'll go first. What's your next suggestion for the base of the snowman?
So this is kind of in theme with your first one, which is a small gas-powered motorized wheels.
Oh.
Now, I'm picturing this going much quicker than the tank tread.
So that's probably true. My suggestion on this one was a Christmas sleigh.
Look, we switched roles.
Yours is
kind of like nice again.
Yeah. We're moving away from my very militarized suggestions. I'm like, like a Christmas sleigh, like elves and reindeer and stuff. And you're like, small gas-powered wheels capable of speed and destruction.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, goodness.
I mean,
what do you think? Do you have any thoughts?
I'm thinking it's kind of funny because if we knew what the whole snowman was going to look like from here, then we'd be able to pick a little bit better, but we don't. So do we want the sleigh, which is a little bit more thematic and with snow, or the versatility of small gas-powered wheels? Now, granted, gas power, I mean, sleighs don't need gas power, But again, the speed that you get, the trade-off. If we were,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah, we got to do the wheels, man. I mean, like, we can take turns filling up the tank.
You know
Let's
what?
do it.
Let's do it. Let's do the small gas-powered wheels. You ever watch?
Could you imagine like rolling your? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, did you ever watch Bravest Warriors on the internet on YouTube?
Yes, I did.
You remember gas-powered stick?
Oh, jeez. You actually you showed me Bravest Warriors a long time ago.
It was in our Parkland days. Gas-powered stick. Frick, I'll never forget gas-powered stick.
God, it's been so long. Oh my gosh. That was good. What I was just gonna say was, could you imagine like rolling your snowman up to like the 7-Eleven and filling it up?
That'd be amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
people would be looking at you really weird.
that would definitely be a conversation starter. You could pick up chicks with that.
You probably could.
And with that, let's
But
move.
no, but here's the thing though, they'd be with you she's only with me for the snowman. That's what would happen.
Well,
She'd be using you for the snowman.
so long as you know where you stand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
No,
yeah,
not every relationship is meaningful. Sometimes it's an intermediary relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's the
talking
spirit.
about, seeing as you're in a completely stable relationship. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I was gonna say, I really like the cynical approach. I like that. I should try it. All right, middle.
The middle of the snowman. Our second suggestions for the middle of the snowman. I have my suggestion for a middle on this one is kind of similar to yours. He's just a regular snowman middle, but he's got a built-in catering tray. He can hold like drinks and stuff on it.
Ooh. That's really nice, especially for parties.
Yeah, like a little server tray. He's just kind of built in, kind of like latches on to his chest or whatever.
Okay, but hear me out.
Okay.
What about a hot pink bikini top?
Are you trying to get me attracted to our snowman companion?
Look, sex and war. What else do you need? You know what I mean? Come on
hold
now.
Hold on a second.
Am I right?
I think you might be right. I think you might be onto something right here.
No, but really, hot pink bikini top. It's true. Easy on the eyes. It's a conversation starter. Also good for parties.
And I mean, like, I don't know what I was gonna say there, other than here's my question: is it? This is such a dumb question. So, does it just have the bikini top, or are you filling in the chest as well? This is such a.
Does this change your answer?
I don't know. Just answer the question.
Well, I want to be honest with you. I don't want to lie or embellish. So in my head, I was not picturing filling them in. It was just a hot pink bikini top.
That's fair.
Tied around.
That's totally fair for
That's the
snowman.
honest answer.
That's so good.
Oh my gosh, because it looks like the kids just grabbed mom's bra and they just put it around the snowman.
Exactly. Like, really just ran in
Yeah.
and stole one of her bras, ran outside. She's like, what the
Right.
frick are you doing? We gotta build a snowman,
Where's
Mom.
my hot pink bra?
My Victoria's Secret bra. Well, if in that case, if the snowman's not filled in, built-in catering tray. Am I right?
Well, first of all, you just answered my question. So, if the snowman would have been busty, he would have gone for the bikini top.
I have to play into it. Now that you asked, I have to play into it.
I mean, come on now. It's okay. It's okay to want that. But honestly, yeah, I'd say the practicality. You can't beat the practicality of the catering tray.
The catering tray, yeah, definitely more practicality, versatility. You can actually put things on it, serve things off of it. Like, there's more to do with that, whereas the pink bikini top, it's just for show. It's just eye candy. What's it really doing for us? As a companion, nothing.
Well, depends on who you ask, but you're right. It's not doing nearly as much as as your option. I am okay with voting yours on.
Okay, then in that case, built-in catering tray moves on. Let's move to the head of the snowman for the second round, shall we? What do you got for me?
Okay. Well, what I've got for you is a very realistic. So the top of the snowman is sculpted to look like a very realistic rendition of Abraham Lincoln. I just love the silence. You just don't say anything.
I laughed. The reason I think that's funny is because I'm imagining what it's going up against. Because I know what that is and you don't yet.
Oh, boy.
Imagine
Okay.
realistic Abraham Lincoln snowman face going up against just a snow candy cane with little eyes on the end of the tip, right? Like little charcoal eyes and a little mouth.
It's just a little candy cane.
Like a candy cane.
It's like the size of like a little itty baby candy cane.
No,
on like a big old snowman.
I was imagining an enlarged candy cane for the size of the snowman, but just with eyes and a mouth on the end of it, if you know what I mean. But that would have been even funnier if it was smaller.
These are these are, one of them's far on this side, one of them's far on that side. Oh, goodness.
I'm going to be honest with you, though.
This is
like realistic Abraham Lincoln, like whatever we end up building, if it has Abraham Lincoln's realistic face on it, that's going to be hilarious.
And I'm picturing, like, if you're curious for more specificity, I'm picturing mid-Civil War, he is stressed, he's old, he's wrinkly. You know? So, like, yeah, I mean, that would be great. Imagine Abe Lincoln, like, just wheeling around town. I don't know. It's just a little snowman Abe Lincoln. That sounds great. Giving you drinks.
I got to be honest with you. Abraham Lincoln's got to go forward.
All right. I'm okay with this.
I don't have anything else to say in defense of Candy Cane. I think it's goofy. I think it's funny, but it's going up against Abraham freaking Lincoln. What am I supposed to say?
We literally put a candy cane and a president against each other in a game. Oh, goodness.
I am laughing at the idea, though. It's pretty good. Okay.
I know, it's great.
And finally, for the second round, our accessory for the snowman, coming in pretty simple and straightforward, classic Christmas, a big old fat sack of coal.
Ooh, a fat sack of coal.
Fat sack of coal. I'm imagining
I guess that is useful.
Because it's a snowman. I'm kind of also imagining the snow can be. I mean, the coal can be like covered in snow, so you can even use it as like snowballs. But it's coal, so it's gonna hurt, kind of like the ice snowball thing.
I mean, I like it. I don't think it holds a candle up to what I've got.
Oh, what have you got? What have you got?
Which is a small handheld generator. I mean, you need power, he's got it. Anywhere you go, he's got it.
It's interesting. But what's he going to be generating, though? He's just, I mean, like, whatever you need powered, but, like, if I have a flashlight, you're not going to power that with a generator. You know what I mean? What's he going to do? Run around and generate houses? What's he doing? Handheld?
No, I mean, he can generate all kinds of things. Like, you know, if you need to plug, you know, you're outside having a snowball fight, you want to plug in that speaker, you can do that. You can charge your phone when you're having your snowball fights or building another snowman. You know, you can plug in your phone. You can, what else? I mean, like, you can plug in a little Keurig and have some hot cocoa or coffee outside.
No, hold on a second.
There's all kinds of things you could do.
I was against the generator until you mentioned coffee.
Hey, it's booze and coffee. Either one of those things. Listen, everybody. I know it's Christmas Day, but if you send Weston a late present, make sure it's either booze or coffee, and you'll be a friend for life.
I mean, pretty much any gift you send me, I will accept. But booze and coffee are two, clearly accepted gifts. I will admit, yes, this is true. I will probably combine
What's
them.
kind of like with your dream car? It's like your dream car when it would like make you coffee.
Yeah, it had a coffee maker in it. My dream car. If you haven't listened to the car episode, you got to go watch the car episode. The car episode. It has a coffee maker in it.
Definitely do that. Yeah, it does. It's true. And we've come. Maybe we can tell the story a later time, but we've come to find out that episode might be a little cursed, though.
A little bit, yeah.
Well,
Immediately after, I was involved in lots of car accidents. Anyway, I'm leaning literally because you won me over with coffee. Small handheld generator as the accessory.
I mean, I'm totally fine with that.
Let's do it. Let's move that one on. That way we have finished round 2. Now, round 3, we are officially building the snowman. So, what we have, let's start from the base. Our 2 winners were the tank tread versus the small gas-powered wheels. This is the one I came up with, and this is one you came up with. I'm still kind of sticking to tank tread. Now, gas-powered wheels might be faster, but nothing stops tank treads. Like rough terrain, smooth terrain, bad weather. Those treads, they be rolling.
They do be rolling. And the nice thing, too, if you lose him, you can find him by his treads.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're going to be in the snow, so you can see. Yeah, you can't lose him.
Yeah, he's leaving trails wherever he goes.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I'm okay with the treads, because it still gives him mobility.
Heck yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, we're making your war machine. We're doing it.
War machine. War machine. War machine. All right, so the tank treads move on for the base of our ideal snowman. For the middle of our snowman, we have, again, one of mine and one of yours, the built-in catering tray versus a trench coat with lots of pockets. And this is...
I mean, when you put those side by... Oh, go ahead.
No, go on. I think you're about to say what I was going to say.
Like, when you put them side by side, I do think the catering tray sounds a lot better.
Oh my gosh, no, you said the opposite of what I was going to say.
You're gonna say trench coat.
Yeah, because when you put them side by side, I figured like the pockets, right? There's so much more you can keep in them. And although you don't have them flat out on a tray, you have more like storage capability with a trench coat.
Like, you're right. I mean, you lose that. It's not quite as effective at a party anymore. But, like, you're right. I mean, you could, like, you know what, though? You could get up and get your drinks. Like, who cares? Not a big deal. You can store your wallet, your keys, your friends' wallets and their keys, and a deck of cards, and I don't know, like a Game Boy. You can put all kinds of things in his pockets.
Yeah, a Game Boy Advance SP with a backlight playing Pokemon Ruby version or something. Heck yeah, babe.
I think Weston just had a flashback.
I did. I played a lot of Pokemon Ruby back in the day. A lot.
So, honestly, you might have kind of convinced me to go back to my own one. I do like being able to just... I hate carrying things in my pockets aneway.
I love pockets.
I'm okay with the trench coat.
Let's go trench coat on this one. It's also since we were talking about Fallout. It's also got like Mysterious Stranger vibes to it. If you know about the Mysterious Stranger in Fallout,
I do.
You know what I mean? I love it.
Yeah, you're right.
Then we've got...
we are kind of circling back.
We are a little bit. We got a snowman with tank treads, a trench coat and pockets. But now for the head, again, one of mine and one of yours. We've got the jack-o'-lantern face and the realistic Abraham Lincoln face.
Well...
This one's kind of funny because I kind of want to root for Abraham Lincoln because, you know, it's Abraham Lincoln. But the jack-o'-lantern with its lights kind of has like some sort of, if we're going like militarized or whatever, it can see in the dark because it emanates light or something. It's got that intimidation factor.
Yeah, you're right. Well, we gotta get to a point to where, do we want a companion or do we really just want a war machine? Because we did agree that we wanted a companion, and so far, maybe we can kind of build this hybrid, right?
A little bit.
And I feel like the hybrid part of this would be Mr. Lincoln himself, because I mean, I don't know. I just feel like that's more of a conversation piece and a party and a conversation starter than the jack-o'-lantern thing. I think that would just scare people.
And you know what? Honestly, between Companion and War Machine, Abraham Lincoln saw us through the Civil War, so he's also still kind of War Machine.
You're right.
So, I mean, I'm kind of leaning Abraham Lincoln as well.
Okay, well, there it is. Let's sculpt Abraham Lincoln's face on there. Let's go.
Sculpt Abraham Lincoln's face, and now finally, we need the accessory to our snowman. And we're between, this is actually two of yours. So either way, this is one of yours. Should it be the small toolbox or the small handheld generator? And I'm kind of leaning towards like the toolbox.
Okay.
I just like the idea thematically. Like, I can imagine the snowman holding this little toolbox, this little metal toolbox with a handle with like a hammer and a screwdriver sticking out of it. I just feel like that's very hands-on. The generator, I completely get you with a phone and generating whatever. But I feel like the toolbox and the wrench and all of that, I don't know. I just think it looks better.
You know what? You're right. I was just envisioning it. It does look better than holding a generator. So,
like if you're just holding a giant boxy generator.
But think about this. He can be self-sufficient. If there's something that breaks down on his wheels, like, he can fix it.
Yeah.
He's got wrenches.
That's true.
He's got all kinds of things. Whatever he needs, he can fix it up right there. Plus, we can use his toolbox if we need to fix something or other things as well. So, you know what? Toolbox. I like the image.
Toolbox moves on, I think. I like that. Which means, in terms of this little game, you had the most successful choices here. What we built is a snowman with tank tread for its base, a trench coat with lots of pockets for its middle, a realistic Abraham Lincoln face for a head, and a small toolbox for its accessory.
Somehow still horrifying.
Still horrifying. A bit of a war machine, but my ideal idea of a companion.
Now let's go play. What? Oh, we have to name it. That's our final thing tonight.
Oh, we have to name him?
Today. It's Christmas Day. We have to name him.
Abra Snow Lincoln? No, that's terrible.
It wasn't your best, but I didn't have anything better. So, let's just do one name. Just one name.
Okay, kind of like Frosty.
Just a small,
just one name.
Normal name, like Debbie. Right, correct.
Like Debbie.
Like,
why Debbie?
It could literally be Debbie.
I'm
just thinking like a really average Joe name.
I guess, you know what, honestly.
And I'll let you pick. I'm going to let you pick since you had less options.
Don't let me pick. I'm tempted to just say Debbie.
Debbie.
If it has to be one name.
All right.
Because if it were up to me, I would be sitting here thinking of like a 2 to 3 word name that alliterates in some way, right? Like Frosty the Frigid Freezer or something, you know what I mean? Right? Like something alliterative.
Yeah.
But if it has to be like one name, man, anything would work. Debbie.
I mean, I kind of like Debbie now.
It's Debbie. She's got an Abraham Lincoln face. Debbie.
Debbie's going to kick some butt, take names later.
For sure. 100%. Well,
Weston, this has been an incredible Christmas with you.
This was good. I enjoyed this. This was fun.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot too. Let's go over this. We painted your wall. We ate some sweets you baked for me. We caroled. We sang. we opened gifts on Christmas Day, and we had a snowball fight, and we built this. We made Debbie together.
It's hard to believe all of this was accomplished in just merely 2 days.
I know I know. It really is incredible. I can feel the Christmas spirit. You know, it's always hard as Christmas wraps up, like it's coming to an end. And that coming off of Christmas feeling is always tough.
But, I mean, at least with coming off of Christmas, you can kind of still keep the spirit high because you're coming up to, like, New Year's. I don't know. I find this kind of in-between period still pretty uplifting.
Oh, absolutely. I can easily just get caught up in the actual technicalities of, well, Christmas is over now. But yeah, there's that cool, interesting week. Maybe we can touch more about this next week.
Yeah.
But there's that weird, like, nothingness week in between Christmas and New Year's. It's such a weird week. Like, you're just confused at, like, when and where you are in your life. Because, like, life doesn't have any meaning until the new year at that point, in my opinion.
That's just me every day.
I know it's you every day, but for me, it's usually just then. And like I saw a meme, or it's an old meme now, but it's like, it's confused, weird, and full of cheese, which is basically right for me.
That is exactly
like that,
you.
Like that. That's it. Anyway, but we'll talk more about that next time on the New Year's episode. In the meantime, I hope everybody is enjoying their wonderful Christmas. I know we certainly are enjoying ours.
Yeah, no, I've enjoyed this. This has been, I don't know, this has been a really fun year. We started this podcast just a couple of months ago, and we've done so much with it already, actually, and I don't know, I've had a good year, and I think this was a really fun way to wrap up this year, and I hope to see more of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. This is something we've both really been enjoying, and I'm glad we bit the bullet and started doing this. So we wanted to make this special. We're both Christmas lovers, and so I'm glad that we took the time to be able to give you and actually, we did not anticipate it going this long, but the more the merrier, the way I see it.
Yeah. The more the merrier.
Absolutely.
We'll never do this again. No, I'm just kidding.
The merrier.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, we'll never do it again. We'll have to top it next year and do 6 hours.
You just wait. Maybe that'll happen.
I know, it could. Well, I guess we should wrap up. Weston, where's a good place people can find you on the internet?
You can find me at westonhasty.com. That's where my landing page for all of the things that I do. Primarily, the big thing that I do is my gaming channel on YouTube called Magic Man Mo. I might have more to say next week, but until then, just worry about my gaming stuff and my channel. Come hit me up on Twitter. Say hi at westonhasty.com. At westonhasty. I almost said .com, but you don't need to do at westonhasty.com on Twitter. That doesn't make sense.
No need. Curious to hear more about what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What I was just gonna say for me was you can follow me on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, anywhere else, or my website. So definitely look into that and all my other stuff on YouTube as well. And then, of course, the Profoundish stuff, right? Make sure you follow us there at Profoundish Pod on Instagram and Twitter. We'd love to hear some feedback. We post little shorts of our clips, so feel free to let us know what you think. And also give us, some of these things have ratings, right? 5-star, leave it a 5-star. What else?
Leave a
like, subscribe.
Yep, leave a 5-star,
bell.
a like, a favorite. Any of the things that you can do on the platform that you are currently listening to us on, do that thing. If you're not sure, just start clicking buttons until you've done something good for us.
Yes, just keep on clicking. Don't stop. Just keep on clicking.
That is truly how all of this works. Just start clicking things. Just go out there and click things. There's no viruses out there.
See what happens.
We would never do that to you.
We would never do that to you. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to take Debbie and go to war. That's what we're here to do.
We're going to war, baby.
Right? I mean, come on now.
Into 2023.
We're going to war, Betty.
Let's go, Debbie.
Off we go! We're galloping off into the sun. Actually, we're not galloping. We're like rolling. Is she holding us?
Roll Tide.
Like just rolling down the hill?
Yeah, pretty much.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Well, Weston, it's been a lovely Christmas with you. I got to get back. I got to get back home. I think I left my iron on, so my house might be on fire.
Yeah,
so I got to go check that out.
You spent the night here, so that your house is gone. But I mean, you go do what you gotta go do.
Like the house is gone, but my heart is full. You know.
I'm glad. That's. I mean, for the heart full, not for the house gone.
Right,
you know what? Yeah, get out of here, you crazy kid.
Get out of here, you dirty, you filthy animal.
Thank you all so much for listening. Until next year. Bye.
Bye.
'Twas now the end of Christmas Day. There really isn't much more to say. Thank you all for listening to Profoundish. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas-ish.